everybody. All right, we got a bunch of fun. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Okay, we are live, YKWD, on a beautiful, balmy Tuesday afternoon in New York City, the West Village. Comedy Cellar, upstairs at the Riotcast Studios. We have a crazy show today. We did a little something different before the show. We did a little pre-show of what the show is going to be. I'm just trying to see if that works. I'm probably going to get a bunch of fucking tweets, and my feelings will get hurt, and I'll just cut it out because, you know, I'll believe fucking 8 people. Yeah, just fucking do the regular show, you fucking fat cunt. We like the regular one. But anyways, so Scopo, we got a great show today. What are you doing? Are you tweeting?
I'm tweeting and Facebooking.
Why don't you introduce the show and then tweet? Tell everybody what's going on today, who's here.
Hey, all right, guys. To my right, we got The Truth. Oh, shit. Joe List, everybody.
Back by popular demand.
Not popular.
That wasn't that popular.
A lot of people tweeted.
Yeah.
There's not really
I got
demand.
3 tweets.
3 is not popular.
Well,
that's actually unpopular.
I get all the tweets. You had like 2.
You get tweets.
I get all the tweets.
No, but good. I wanted you back.
That is
so
1/5 of the fans, though. So.
you know, you're smart.
And then we got the real ass dude, Louis J. Gomez,
Puerto Rican rattlesnake.
Rattlesnake, Howard Stern MMA Radio,
Joan
Jett of Comedy.
Why the fucking Joan Jett of Comedy? I don't get that.
The great Ron Bennington dubbed me the Joan Jett of Comedy. I'm not going to deny his...
You're not going to deny it or look into it?
No.
Okay.
I didn't question him once. I said, yes, sir, whatever you said.
Didn't Joan Jett have a hit?
She had a lot of hits, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was a fucking. She was in 2 different bands that were fucking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she had an agent.
The Runaways.
The Runaways and then the Blackhearts.
Yeah.
Right, the Blackhearts, right?
Blackhearts.
And she actually smoked. You'd love her because she's fucking a huge pothead, dude.
See, that's maybe that's
She
why
did
you call
an
me the Joan Jett of Comedy.
She did an episode of the show this year. She comes out of her trailer with a bone, a huge knot, just fucking. She was
Bobby
like, "Is
hasn't-
anybody getting coffee?"
Bobby hasn't smoked weed since the 60s. Every time he says a phrase to do with weed,
I'm not. I've never even heard of.
I thought it was like an East Coast thing. I was like, yeah, totally. I'm not. A bone. Cool.
You're
Just
trying to
blend in with the guys.
trying to assimilate. Oh,
Yeah,
nuts.
I was taking in the data, and I was going to use it later to impress you.
To be fair, Bobby was talking about a garlic knot.
There he is.
fucking
Fucking Mark Norman. He's back by popular
I know.
demand. People
He-
have tweeted want him on the show.
Yeah,
Can I
people-
get a nickname, by the way?
Yeah, you can have one.
Sherrod's punching
Be the
bag.
Pat.
Hey, it was a choking, to be fair.
We're going to talk about that. Can we talk about that today?
Probably not, but
Okay.
whatever.
Okay.
And then we have our final guest coming out with her special Friday night.
Yes.
Iliza Shlesinger on
Hi.
Netflix at 3 p.m. I should say.
Oh,
Friday
I didn't know the
afternoon.
time. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we
Wow.
find that shit
On
out for
time.
you.
Yeah.
We make sure that if we're going to promote something, we do it right here
You got all the info.
on the YKW, dude. Last time we did a show together was the Barry Katz
I
Nesson.
didn't know if you remember it.
Yeah.
Nesson. I got a sweet fleece blanket.
Oh,
Did
wow.
you get a blanket? I didn't get a blanket.
I got a blankie.
Fuck, I am the swag killer.
They thought you were hot enough.
Hang on.
Canada the
This
bomb.
is just to explain to you.
That joke didn't quite make sense.
Yeah,
This-
did he? He's fat.
This is called the
was a
bomb
fat joke.
bandana, and when you say
when
a
you got a
statement,
bad
It's not called the bomb bandana. It's called the bomb dana.
yeah, whatever.
Bomb dana.
I say it that way just because I like
Right.
to get him heated.
But
yeah.
the only time we've ever met
Yeah,
was it was like 7 years ago.
Yeah, it was-
New England Comedy Showcase.
you know.
for
Well, you know
Sports Network.
Nesson.
I know Ness. I never got asked to do the show, but I watched the
But
network
there
all the
was only
time.
one.
Yeah, there was
No,
only
they did 2 seasons.
No, there was only one, and
They
Barry
did 2 seasons.
Barry Katz did it, right?
Yeah.
And but here's the thing. I don't know. I think everybody in the show except for DePaulo, it was like a sports theme, but
Yeah.
nobody had sports jokes. So we just said, I love baseball. Yeah, I took my chick to a baseball game one time. Yeah, my girl's an asshole, and just go into
It was you or Nick, and
Yeah.
I was brand new to comedy, so I think I had written like some football jokes. I don't remember what I did.
yeah.
I definitely don't have sports material. You or Nick
Yeah,
just said faggot a lot.
that was Nick.
Oh my God!
sounds
I've
more
never
like Nick.
laughed harder. He just went. It was like such a wholesome show, and he just went full on East Coast, Beast Coast mode. It was hilarious.
Catchphase. That's his get her done.
Ah, yeah, and he says
saying
it,
faggot?
He says it so fucking like
Faggot, yeah.
faggot. It comes out like a little BB.
Like Joe Pesci.
It comes out like
Yeah,
Like a fart. Like a sneaking fart.
yeah, faggot.
that was my memory of him. Sure.
Yeah, that was a fucked up show. Barry, I remember I go to Barry. I go, buddy, I have no sports jokes. Buddy, just segue from a sports thought into a joke. It's fine.
When I was a stand-up.
I know, and I actually saw that on TV.
Yeah.
And you know,
Oh, really?
it's on YouTube, and I hate when these fucking clubs will go and just YouTube your name and whatever first. There's a clip of me in Denmark from 15 years
Sure,
ago,
and that's the
with,
clip.
with hair. And that's the one they use on their website to promote. Yeah, come out this weekend. This guy doing a mediocre fucking 8.
What?
On-
First of all, somebody burped.
That was
Probably
me.
collective. Thanks.
Chipotle.
Cool. I thought so. Both of you had Chipotle. So both
We
of you
just
were
came together.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And we also had
Wait,
Chipotle
you
at
had
the same
Chipotle?
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's the bum?
you smelled
But
that?
I have the nose of a bloodhound, and he burped and didn't bother to blow it in a dude's direction. So that's cool. I'll just bask in
I
that.
didn't think you'd notice.
It's the
about
most
this
pungent
queef?
Mexican.
Boom. Mark Norman
will do that.
out of the Who's Gonna Bang Eliza on the Show game. Boom.
Is that a?
Is that not the
I've already fucked her.
Listen, please listen to me. Listen, first of all,
None of you have enough credits to bang.
that was good. First of all,
It's more of a zing on you, isn't it?
Is it?
Fucking with credits.
No one's fucked me.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
well, can we stop with the fucking?
Well, I just got Mr.
We
Torres.
got right
I didn't
into
start
it.
the fucking.
She's a new person on the show, a beautiful fucking
You
woman.
burped on me?
I didn't
burp.
burp.
Gangbang.
And you
I was
gotta-
just clarifying the joke.
What's wrong with you? Settle down.
What?
I expect more out of you, Norman.
I wasn't joking. I was
actually,
serious.
never expect more from him.
Actually, I don't. I really
I
don't.
burped. I didn't know she
To
was
your
a
point,
bloodhound.
clubs will grab anything.
Yes.
It's usually some like 15-year-old intern, and they just grab any picture.
Here's the thing that they grab of me is I have sexy Bobby photos from back in the day where I really look great, and then I have now photos, and they never use the now photos. I've actually been standing in front of my photo at the club, and like hot chicks going, "When is he coming?" Like, and I'm
Oh,
there.
wow.
I'm
Wait.
like
That's
just next to it.
hilarious.
Wait, can I hosted a terrible dating show for a very long time, and I had hair extensions.
Yeah.
And of course, in your headshot, you're photoshopped and retouched.
Yeah.
So blonde hair, like you can put blonde hair on a pack mule, and a dude will want to fuck that. Like
That's
it doesn't
true.
matter as long as it's long. And those are the headshots they use. And
Right.
this is what I look like in real life, like
Right.
a little bit like a lesbian with very short baby hair.
Yeah.
And I've had men just be like, "When's the hot girl showing up?" And you're like, "That's cool. I'll just stand here." And
You're pretty
take
hot,
it."
though.
No, not the picture. Does it better? That's
Yeah.
your hot Bobby picture. Those are my hot
Speaking of,
Wait, what's the name of your special?
freezing hot,
All right.
but it's not a
It's in the
reference
name.
to.
what is it?
Come on.
What is it a reference to?
It's in reference to the thought process in women's brains, how we can never quite make up our mind about what we're thinking.
Well, you have the other one from was it last year or 2 years ago,
Last
where you
year.
were topless.
Yeah.
Let me tell you
I did
something about
that.
that. Let me tell you something about that.
Okay.
That I actually stopped in my fucking tracks.
That's why we did it.
And I know you, and I literally went, "Who's that?"
Right.
I was like, "What the? Have you seen that?"
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
You bring it up,
I have it on
Deepu.
my phone wallpaper.
What the fuck was that? That's crazy.
I did
boy.
it literally for one reason, and it was for that reaction.
Yeah.
If you're a dude and you've never heard of me and you're scrolling through specials on your iPad on a plane, who are you going to click on? A dude holding a microphone or a girl that's naked? You're going to
Yeah.
click on the naked girl, be mildly disappointed.
Well, Lewis would actually click on the guy with the microphone and pretend it was a cock.
If it was a naked dude, then that would be what I was.
If it was, what's his Dave's side? What is it,
No,
John's side?
Jeff's side.
Jeff's
Who's
side.
Jeff's side?
That's
His
the dude
guy
I'm
he
doing his
jerks
wo-
off
I'm
to.
doing his workout program right now, just fucking shredded.
He literally
Is it one
jerks-
like a DVD?
No. I got it's Jeff's side shredded club on YouTube.
in Lewis's defense, the guy is gorgeous.
He's
Let me
fucking
see him.
The
Wait,
guy's-
wait, let me see hers first. Let me
Look,
see hers
He's
first.
got Nate Bargatze hair, which sucks. But
Okay, yeah.
That's
I mean,
Justin Bieber hair.
So funny.
that photo, that's a fucking ridiculous. Did you see it? You saw it,
I
right?
didn't eat
Yeah.
salt for 3 days.
It's you didn't
Hold
eat
on, I
salt.
want to see now.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I didn't see it. Hold
I
on.
cut weight.
It's
Oh my.
It's ridiculous.
Thank you.
You look great in that.
Thank you.
All right, I can't even look at that.
It was just market. It was straight, and then so the other album cover is nothing like that.
That's
'cause you can't do
hilarious.
it more than once, right?
Yeah.
We skipped the joke and just went for the shock factor.
I actually got naked for my first album cover,
Yeah.
and they made me hold. I was gonna be naked in just socks and put my hand over my junks, and they made me hold up a sign over my stomach.
Really? The
they
stomach
were-
was the offensive part.
They were just like, maybe you should. I remember the guy went. The photographer went. He pretended like he had a thought, and he went, "Wait a minute, try this."
How about this? That's
And then I
hilarious.
held it up over me, and the guy was, "Yeah, we could write the thing."
Is that what it is? Is that
Yeah,
online?
just the tip on the back. It's me holding up a sign, a whiteboard over my fucking gut. And,
But your dick's hanging out.
No, my dick could never
Look at
hang.
me.
My dick doesn't hang.
Dick points.
My dick doesn't even point anymore. It fucking cowers.
It peeks out.
My dick actually like hibernates. It's terrible. That's why I'm hoping I lose weight. My dick will come back.
It does, by the way. It does come back.
What do you mean?
You get more dick as your gunt meat gets pushed back.
I'm gonna throw up.
Really?
Can you not call it gunt meat?
What is it?
I don't know, but I still have it, and
Is
I
that
don't
your
want to look
fupa?
down and think gunt meat.
Well, that's what you got, Bobby. So deal with it. You got a lot
Wait,
of gunt meat.
gunt
You
is
have tons
gut
and
and
tons-
what?
Gunt and cunt, but,
But it's a guy.
Thank
it looks
you.
more like
It does.
pussy.
Wait, you know what? Mine.
It's an imploded
Leave
dick.
this one. He's absolutely
going-
right.
I'll-
Here's
I will
that
touch
Jeff's side, yeah.
Where-
Jeff's side. I really. Oh my god.
Dude, look at him.
Well, first of all, wow, he is hot.
Let me
You
see.
know what, dude? I was
Let,
gonna-
let me see.
Wow, that's,
Whoa.
that's pretty.
Yeah,
good.
he's pretty
Now,
gorgeous.
when's his comedy special coming out?
That's the cover of his
That
album.
face looks photoshopped. I believe that it's him,
Oh,
but his
wow.
face is like matte and the rest is greasy. I feel like it doesn't match.
It looks like Nate.
He's too jacked, though.
Nate
He's a little too
Bargatze?
jacked.
His head. Nate's head.
Like Colin
It
Kane.
looks like Theo Vaughn.
Let me see. Toss
Like
it
a
over here.
shredded
That's Colin
Theo
Kane.
Vaughn.
Why does Colin Kane look that
Colin
hot?
Kane's better
Oh, yeah.
looking.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
a
yeah.
very
Oh,
good looking
there we
man.
go. But Colin Kane has no credits, you liar.
I'm not gonna fuck Colin Kane. I just said he was good looking.
He is gorgeous. Wow.
That's how rapists think.
I'm gonna fuck him.
I just said he was good looking. Oh, come on her face. No, I
Well,
just said he
you're
was-
fucking very close if
Yeah.
you're calling Lewis a rapist.
I've never raped.
You rape this show every week.
I,
You throw that R word around a lot, and I'm trying to have a career one day.
Wait, retard?
Joan Jett was a rapist.
oh, Jesus, no, she wasn't. Allegedly. I can't get that guy's abs out of my head. The
Ridiculous.
The fucking one that. Ugh.
Crazy V.
I
Dude,
bet
this is how I know I might be a
Right.
little gay, because when I watch him work out,
Might be a little. You're
my
gay.
Dick, my
You're-
dick literally moves.
Dude, you're 27% gay. Absolutely. If that's the exact number I would pick. Dude, you're fucking gay. You have blown so much shit in
That's
front
not
of
true.
us. Dude, you've sucked so, and you. This one.
It's a joke.
Dude, you don't. How do you joke knowing how to suck dick? I've never seen you suck dick the way I like my pornos, like a girl to suck a dick in a porno.
Because I've
That's
watched
how he
a lot of
learned.
porno. Exactly, Joe. Thank you.
No problem, buddy.
Was it?
That's not true. You cannot just suck a dick like the way you suck a dick from just watching. It's not true. You have to.
There's no girls in the porn.
My hemorrhoid is really acting up right now, so
it's
I'm
this
having
kind of show.
difficulty.
Right.
What are you
focusing.
talking about?
I have a hemorrhoid right now. It's really.
Why do you have hemorrhoids?
You gotta
He
get
was
a
jerking
pushing
off
out
the
a dick.
gym.
You gotta get a bidet.
Jeff
Those
Side
really
Club.
What?
work.
I'm sorry. What?
Jeff Side Shredded Club. I'm lifting a lot of weight right now.
With your asshole?
Yeah.
What? Why are you getting a hemorrhoid from working out?
Because when
You push.
Well, exactly. You push
Yeah.
exactly, and if you don't breathe the right way,
Yeah.
and when I first started working out, my hemorrhoid originally popped because I wasn't breathing at all.
Why do you say it like you're friends, like you've been living together? What is it, my hemorrhoid? What is? Do you guys have lunch? What the fuck does that mean? How long have you had this?
That's my pilot.
Yeah,
My-
it's a web
me and my
series.
hemorrhoid?
My hemorrhoid.
What does this mean? How long have you had this?
A few years. Everyone has hemorrhoids, Bobby.
Okay, stop.
What?
I don't
Dr.
have.
Lewis.
I
They just
don't,
don't burst out.
I don't have hemorrhoids.
Thank you, Joe.
All right.
We
Once
have
again,
hemorrhoids. They're idle.
Okay,
Like
I-
my herpes. It just sits there until you really squeeze it out, and then it blows up.
like this.
Okay, so
Now we got nicknames: hemorrhoid, herpy.
I like you guys have a fucking herpy handshake. Really makes me fucking.
Joe, can we
sick.
write a cartoon featuring my hemorrhoid and your herpy, and I'll do the voice of my hemorrhoid, and you do the
I'll
voice
do
of
all the writing.
You know what he'll do? He'll shadowbox into your head.
You talk to Dan. He told you. He told you.
Listen, just shut your
That
face.
is my writing process. I shadowbox a lot. So
All right, so you.
Not enough.
All right, listen, stop. I want to know about. First of all, you have me fucking fascinated with this dick thing. Your dick comes back like full-fledged.
you're not full-fledged, dude. No, I'm just saying you have more dick in there because your fat, the fat around your dick comes up around the dick, so you lose at least a half an inch.
Okay.
Wow.
So will it hang again?
It will.
No
I don't
amount
know.
of working out
What's
can make
that?
it hang. No amount of working, but it can appear.
What if you
a little
attach
more.
it to a dumbbell?
No, I mean I
Rip
want,
it out of its hole.
I remember my dick used to hang, and I used to like that. I used to like what I know my dick was on one side or the other. I used to like that, and I'm not even being disgusting. I used to like the feeling of knowing my dick was there,
I remember
like it
your
was
dick.
hanging. What?
I remember when your dick hung.
I'm serious, and I just want it to hang. I don't want it to be like.
I don't have a hangy dick or hangy balls, so I've never experienced that.
What do you mean you don't have hangy balls?
Yeah, what do
balls
they
hang.
do?
You gotta
Yeah,
hang.
No, my balls are
You wear them
very-
around
they
your
s-
neck? What do you mean they don't hang like a scarf?
Lewis has got an
Of
innie.
course they hang.
No, they don't. They mine are sucked very close to my body at all times.
Only when you're nervous.
No,
You gotta
Lewis-
relax more.
Isn't that how wolves show fear?
I was raised by wolves. That
I
is a
can
true
tell.
statement.
Well, Puerto Rican.
Lewis has tranny nuts.
You gotta relax more, buddy.
I just don't have very big balls.
Yeah,
About the
no.
summer in a hot tub.
Yeah.
I don't
After
have,
you, let me ask you this, just because this is this kind of podcast. After you get off,
What does that mean?
we have
That
a
hurts
lot
my
of
feelings.
This kind of
gross-
podcast. We are very
I don't typically
intellectual.
talk about dicks.
I would say Serial kind of copied our style.
Oh, P.S. That is a horrible podcast.
I thought it was okay.
Really?
good.
Everybody in LA like lost their shit. Like I listen to Serial. I just zen out and I listen to it. I don't like things where I can't multitask. I feel like there's
You
gonna be
have
a
to really
quiz
pay
at the end of it.
attention.
I
Yeah, you're
hate that. Who has, aside from sitting on a runway, like who has an hour to just be idle?
Well,
I
and
agree.
just sit there?
I don't listen to this show for about a half hour at a time.
Ixnay, though, because that's Adnan's cousin over there.
Sorry
Control board.
that your cousin I don't know has a shitty podcast.
What is this fucking podcast?
Well, he did it.
I don't
Serial.
Know.
Serial.
What is it?
Serial. It's the most popular podcast ever.
Yeah.
It is?
History.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I've
It's a
never-
Serial.
It's,
Tuesdays with stories.
Don't stop yelling at me.
Bobby's just thinking Captain Crunch.
Yeah.
Dude,
All right, let's
Serial. I
let's
love
introduce
Serial.
our last guest. Sherrod, come on in. What'd you say? No.
Everybody like loves that podcast, and I just think it's just hard to listen to.
I've never heard
What
of
it
it.
is, it was basically
It's based on This American Life. It's like that, but it,
Yeah,
talks
it was
about a
basically
murder.
there was a murder that happened like 15 years ago, and then this like
Lewis's mother.
investigative journalist basically breaks down, but she interviews people that are involved in the case. It was basically she's trying to claim that he was falsely accused, so she interviews him from jail.
Okay.
People surrounded in the case. All
sounds
these people.
fun.
It's a narrative.
Yeah.
Like it's a whole story, like
She
looking
can-
back, and she tells a story.
But
that
no,
didn't-
it's not just looking back because it's still kind of happening. He's
Right,
still
you have to
going
decide.
through.
I only got through the first episode. I was so bored.
Stop.
I didn't watch the.
I'm
I didn't listen
bored.
to the rest
I'm
of it.
bored.
Thank
fucking
you.
Talking about it. It's fucking.
I have
I'm not
friends
gonna
that
listen to
I know a guy who's like took a bath and listened to it. I was like, don't you have shit to do?
it. What the fuck is that?
I don't. I
Yeah,
didn't.
what's a bath?
That's what,
the only-
so, anyways, you move on from the dick. Your hemorrhoid.
What?
Yes, let's move on.
I just need to know about this.
What about it?
It's coming out.
Does your trainer? Because you started with the trainer.
Yeah.
Today, does your trainer make sure you breathe when you're pushing?
I do because I'm a human being, and I make sure. I
Maybe you need a Lamaze coach, not a trainer.
Yeah, maybe you need a new dad. You want in through your nose, out through your mouth. Yeah, I fucking breathe. I'm not an asshole.
No, but
You do forget to breathe if it's a lot of
you
weight.
do forget to breathe. You hold your breath. This I know Bobby's never worked out.
Buddy, you know I've
That's
worked
how
out
you know
because
not
I've been in
the-
shape a bunch of times that you know me.
That's
telling me.
round. That's not.
No, you know I've been in shape. Stop just fucking doing the
Stop
fat
trying to
show.
show off in front of Eliza.
I'm just trying to. Yeah, I'm showing off. Look at me.
You're in shape right
I
there.
put this crew together. That's why I'm showing off. No, that was almost in shape. That was coming from when I was in shape.
Nobody would
That's
ever
it.
describe that as almost in shape.
You look like, you look like
That's-
Marlon Brando.
That was coming off of shape.
If somebody said that guy had a heart attack right after that
Coming
picture was
off of
taken,
shape.
it would make sense.
Only because of the cigarette. I think you look
bring
great.
sexy Bobby up, please. Somebody.
Dude, I'm in fucking shape, dude.
Rachel Feinstein had a huge crush on you.
Yeah, I know. Thank God that I didn't fucking
I'm gonna
pull
write
the trigger on
sexy
that.
And if you would have sat on her, you would have had a huge crush on her. All right.
It doesn't even make sense.
Shut up. They don't have to make sense.
Do you just
They
hold on
do.
to
They do have to make sense.
He- bomb towel?
He usually has that the whole show.
Bomb Dana.
Bomb Dana? I think
You can say whatever you want. I first of all, I was fucking shredded, and Scopo was going to bring up a picture of one. And I
they're
have,
hard-
Google
they're
it?
hard
Is
to
it
find,
readily
I'm not gonna lie.
Googleable?
shut the fuck up. I have actually photos I'll bring in from when I was in Aruba, shirtless.
I got a question. Do I just type in?
Sexy Bobby Kelly.
Bobby Kelly,
I did that
unquestionable
already.
physique?
No, don't do
Sexy
that.
Bobby.
Okay.
I typed in
That's a
sexy Bobby Kelly and Sam Roberts showed up.
Right, Robert Kelly 90s.
Yeah, you're the only guy whose before photo is better. You know, usually it's the other way. Usually it's the after photo.
Oh, when you had like a goatee?
That's a
Apparently,
good
there's a
point.
girl named
Not
Bobby
funny.
Kelly.
Yeah, there
I
is.
type in sexy Bobby Kelly,
Oh,
and then
she's
Kelly
smoking.
Ripa comes up, and then some
Ooh,
black
Ripa.
chick.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Because I said chick.
Yeah, Bob, I'm not gonna lie, it's tough to find.
All right, you know what? Fuck all of you. I'll bring in photos when I was in Aruba.
You want me to
I've
go-
just never seen. I've known you for a
Shirtless.
dozen years, and I've never seen you.
Do you want me to get the photo from the Comedy Cellar?
Downstairs?
Yeah.
Tear it off the wall.
Staples to the
Absolutely.
wall.
Fucking downstairs. That photo? You
I
don't
thought that
think,
was John Leguizamo.
you don't think I'm fuck you. You don't think I'm smoking in that photo? You're out of your mind.
I have to see this. I only
It's
know you-
downstairs, Comedy
I
Cellar.
get so many flights. I'm not
It's
going.
so
right
fucking.
now.
It's so. There's two of them too. There's two hot Bobbies down there. There's original hot Bobby when I first came to New York, and then when I progressed into like New York, sexy Bobby with the goatee, and the hair.
Were you wearing the blanket?
I was wearing a fucking dirty leather back in the day when those fucking.
Here, this is the best sexy photo I can get of you right now.
Can you have a little more
I
enthusiasm?
mean, look at the photo.
Let me see.
That's Jamie Kilstein.
Fuck off. All he is. Forget it.
I think that's Kilstein, seriously.
I'll be back, and then we'll see. We'll see.
Wait a minute.
No, that's pretty good. That's in shape, Bobby.
Let me see.
That's the best I've ever seen you in.
Well, no, that's just one of them.
What? Is this Dante Nero?
Oh, stop it. I'm not that big.
Wow.
No, I'm not your type.
Let
I'm
me
just
see.
saying. Fucking face. She just looked at. She actually handed it to me without even looking.
You're wearing layers.
You can't
and
tell
you're
your
in
body.
I'm
You
fucking.
can't-
I'll prove it. I'll
You
bring
look
in the
like a
fucking
burn
photo.
victim, and you're just covering up the whole body.
I was too wordy, but I appreciate the effort.
It's fine.
It was
keep
all right.
this.
Take that. Fuck all yous. Okay, I was good looking.
But you're not out of shape.
It's not in either.
I don't know.
All right.
It's not bad.
Fuck, you never dated a fat guy?
Oh, look at her.
Not
Look at
you.
Come on, nothing. Bruce.
No.
Earthquake.
Oh,
Are you
oops. Yeah.
Are you married now?
I'm not married.
You have a boyfriend now?
He's wandering around somewhere
What?
outside.
Really?
He's here?
What does your boyfriend do?
He is
Gorgeous, by the way.
Is he good looking?
Yeah, really
course.
fucking good looking.
That's good.
He edits.
He's an
TV
editor?
Show.
Oh, that's
TV
cool.
show.
What show?
It's called Ghost Adventures on the Travel Channel.
I know what that. I love that show with
He's,
Zach.
he's the editor. He's the only editor.
Zach.
Yeah.
I love them. That's like the best show because they actually. I'll tell you why. All the other ones, they go
They have
in.
real ghosts on
no,
this
no,
one?
no. All the other one, they go and they leave at like 3. They go and they get tired around 3, and they're like, all right, well, I guess we should wrap it up, and they fucking leave. These guys, and they have a camera crew, so you
guys
know,
harass the ghosts.
you know somebody's there with them. So there's a sound guy, there's a fucking the DP, there's a bunch of people.
right.
These guys, it's just
Double
3
penetration?
of them. They 3 of them go in and fucking stay in by themselves all night long. And they're the camera crew. They're the sound guys. There's no team of people in with them. It's just these 3 guys going to some. And the one that was only time they ever fucking caught something was at. It was.
They caught a ghost?
Well, they actually
They have
caught
one of those ecto traps. Like
They
they
saw-
you step on it.
a brick. They have it on video, which was fucking. A brick just flew across the room.
Oh.
And it was just now for them to do this, they would have to have set this up and have a string and somebody pull it because they were, all 3 of them were there, and it's on the night vision shit.
They
And
can
you
have
see
someone
the-
in a corner, they'll just throw in a brick.
Yeah, they'd have to. It would totally be a fucking scam, but they get locked in. So the owner of the place would lock them in at night.
And they can't have someone in there?
They can't. It's just them 3.
But like they
Oh,
can put
wow.
someone
no,
in there.
of course.
I watched that movie Selma. I,
if you-
think there was ghosts all over that set. A lot of bricks getting hurled.
Wow. Fuck. I wish one came through the window right now.
I would jump in, but I've actually never watched the show.
Never watched the show.
Is that
No, I
Miss
don't-
she hates her
I don't
boyfriend?
care.
It's like, yeah, honey, whatever you want to do.
It's not. I don't.
You don't watch your boyfriend's fucking show?
He's not the star of it.
Well, he is. He's the editor.
He's the editor. I see
editor-
him edit. He's a beautiful editor. And he's made other art.
You don't watch his show once just to be like, that's a great
I
show?
caught glimpses of it when passing through. I
Are
know
you
the
friends
show.
with Zach?
I've never met him.
You've never met Zach?
We've only been dating a couple months.
She hasn't even
Oh,
watched
okay.
the show.
I don't watch the show, but I mean I know it.
Where'd you
Not
meet
as
this
well.
guy? At a thing?
We went to the same college, but not at the same time. And
Blood
we were in
orgy.
the same, so he's a little bit older. So
Really?
it's not
How much? Like 40?
You want to? I'll tell you what. We
Yeah.
made out in a closet in Big Bear when I was like 22, and he was like 3 years old, 25. And then he was the kind of guy that would fuck your girlfriend. Like he's the guy that like, oh, my
nice.
girlfriend cheated on me. It was with this guy.
Yeah.
And he was that guy.
get a pic.
You can see him later. And then I didn't see him for like 8, and that was it. I was like, whatever. Didn't see him for 8 years, and then we ran into each other a couple months ago. I was leaving a podcast,
Yeah.
and he was like, "Hello?" And I was like, I don't know if I like you. And then he just kept calling me, and I was like, okay. And he's very charming.
Yeah,
and sweet, and
fantastic
He's not
hair.
terrible.
I just
Yeah.
say,
Great head of hair.
I wish you
Yeah.
could have edited that story.
That's it. Yeah, I said it wasn't a great story.
Jesus Christ.
I said it was. I didn't.
Yeah, she did preface it.
I
with
prefaced it. You're asking me a terrible question about my life.
I wish you would have just edited. We made out. This guy's great. Boom.
Made
done.
out, didn't see each other for 8 years. That's a
That is
decent
pretty
story.
fucking weird, man.
Yeah.
Make
It was
out
the
with
abridged version.
Imagine making out with a chick. You don't think your fucking chick prays for that to happen?
We broke up.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Wait, they break up every other week.
No,
She
no, no,
calls me.
it's
She
real this
tells
time.
me. I
Guys,
know.
guys, stop.
She
Really.
calls you?
Yeah,
Of course, because she's cheating with Scopo. We
Yeah.
all know
Wow.
that.
Hair. You
Can we
gotta-
talk about that now
Yeah.
that you're broken up? That Scopo and her fuck around?
I can't believe B finally watched your act.
Boy, B really doesn't like credits.
What the fuck, dude? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I mean, technically, yeah, we're broken up.
Are you living together still?
Yeah, but we have an upstairs, downstairs now. So
It's a great place. I went there yesterday.
Can you
Hell
go?
of
If
a
you went
place.
out with another girl, would she be okay with it?
no.
So she just doesn't know.
But I'm going on a cruise and I'm gonna slam some puss. I'm kidding, B. I'm totally kidding.
I'm not erasing that. Do
I
not
don't
call
care.
me.
I'm not gonna erase anything. I'm not realize, dude, I'm not afraid of a Beatrice.
Her name's Beatrice. Cool. 100% she's Latin, right?
No,
No.
she's
She's white, and
she's
is she
gorgeous.
90?
White.
white.
She's
Good
gorgeous,
looking
too.
lady.
You have to be with a name like.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
She's
She's got a
smoking
shitty
hot.
grandma name, yeah.
She's smoking
does
hot.
have a
I mean, she has shitty fucking like.
Taste in men.
I don't like how many people have got that one.
Me
Was it
and
three?
Joe.
Boy, Joe? All right.
Well, Chris and I are going to be roommates soon.
Yeah.
Must be having a lot. Same joke.
All right. So, anyways, you got your new album coming out. What's the name of it again?
It's called Freezing Hot.
Freezing Hot, and is it with Netflix?
It is with it as a Netflix original,
Original, which is great.
which is I'm very excited.
Well, yeah, Netflix is they finally started doing it like Epix and New Wave and Comedy Central. They actually started doing their own original shows and comedy specials.
Yeah, they came to me. The first one I did with New Wave, and then Netflix acquired it. So for anybody that is interested in how comedy is made, people like Comedy Central can acquire things. Showtime can acquire it from someone that makes it.
Right.
And then for this one, Netflix they just hired me directly, and then I hired Netflix. I hired New Wave. So they produced it, but Netflix, it's a Netflix original.
Okay.
So they didn't acquire it; they produced it
It was like
originally.
poetry.
Right.
But you know, if you want to know anything about the business that you potentially could be in,
They hired.
I love her.
I'm just saying.
Fucking love it.
First of all,
better get shirtless, buddy.
Take that shirt off.
Sack's going way up in your belly right now. But that's it. So it comes out on Friday, and I did the Tonight Show last night to promote it, and that's it.
You did the Tonight Show last night?
I did it.
How awesome is he?
He's phenomenal.
Isn't he the guy we finally been waiting for?
Yeah.
Like the Carson. You know, Carson was so awesome interviewing people. I think Fallon's show is just fun.
He's
And-
genuinely excited.
It's just fun.
Yeah,
It's
but
just fun,
You
nothing
don't like the
else.
show?
No, I never watched the
He's
show.
not a good interviewer.
You don't. I think he's great because
He's good at playing the games.
I think he's racist.
Awesome.
The games
Games
are
are
fun.
awesome. Yeah.
I think he's genuinely, you know what? I think a lot of times in show business and in comedy, people act like they're above whoever they're interviewing.
Right.
It's like, okay, and what else you got coming out? And whether he's feigning it because the guest isn't great, or I think he's genuinely excited. He's happy you're there. You're not going to
Yep.
be there if he's not a fan. And
Yeah.
he gives people chances, and I can respect that. And he's not over it.
he is such a fucking great guy. And I watch the show, and I wind up catching myself smiling,
Right.
which you very rarely do anymore.
so
I used to
He's
do that
affectionate.
with Carson. You ever just sitting there smiling, like having you're like, oh
No,
my.
I wasn't
Yeah,
born
we
yet.
were young.
We're in our 30s.
You know what I mean. You could fucking see when the commercials come on for the videotapes.
I have the box set. I know
Right.
what you mean.
Thank you. Talking to the microphone.
I don't
would
watch
love to
anything
get.
in that
I would love to
color
get your
TV.
voice on this fucking
Sorry.
podcast.
I think he's low.
Where is he?
I was going to say that earlier. You're low. But you also have to eat the mic.
Maybe should I go to Orange?
Yeah, no, you're
Oh,
good,
that's
buddy.
better.
You're good. I
All
got you. I
right,
got you.
Wow,
Now we're
thanks for
talking.
tuning me out.
Sorry. So, I think he's fucking great. I would love to be on the show.
We had you should even the book
Yours
is really
BFF
great.
though. You
What's
did,
that?
you did a show with him. Yours BFF.
I can make a couple
Can
calls.
you get him on? Get him on?
That's funny.
Call Serpico.
We were talking about doing something for the because I just shot my hour. It was on Comedy Central, and it's going to Netflix. I think in 6 months or 8 months or something like that. But we were thinking of doing something like that. But then we're like, "Fuck it, we'll wait for the show to come out." And I was talking to Abby. She's like, "Well, you know what we should do is we should get a tape together of you." And I go, "Honey, I just did a show. Literally, he was standing there watching me annihilate in front of 13,000 people at the Boston Garden. I don't need to really. If that's not
Right.
enough for him to say yeah, then fucking I'm all right.
Yeah, but does he say yeah or does people say yeah?
He can.
He's
He
got
can
a booker.
say
He can
yeah.
say yeah. He's got a
He
booker.
can say yeah, but his
Yeah.
people. If he's like yeah, absolutely, I just saw him fucking annihilate. He saw me
I just
kill-
need 5 more.
What's
Five-
that?
5 more minutes. That's all I need.
Of what?
I'm saying he said.
No, you need more than 5. You need like 20.
I need something.
That's how Craig
Oh,
Ferguson does
for
it.
my set.
Yeah.
On the
Never
thing.
mind. Never. Just move on.
Yeah, well, I would love to, but my fucking brain stopped. That's how fucking shitty you are.
Bobby, did your special, did you search on Twitter for not your hashtag, but just your name?
Yeah, I did.
What
I did
does
also.
that, what does that mean?
Because you can. Some people write about you without hashtagging you. Without
I would
adding.
never do that.
I know. That's why I did it for you.
I don't want to know it.
All wonderful. All wonderful. Not one negative.
I hashtag Instagram for it.
But I didn't hashtag. You just put quotes Robert Kelly.
Right.
So you can see every tweet that has Robert Kelly next to each other. I knew you wouldn't, so I did it for you. Not one negative thing. All positive. People loved it.
I was very surprised when my special came out. I think it was 2 weeks ago on Friday on Comedy Central, and I was not. I didn't want to watch it. And I was very scared.
Me either.
But I was very nervous. Thank you, by the way, for you guys all tweeting about it and helping me spread the word. You guys are awesome. But I was fucking nervous. But it was finally like a response like that you kind of want on Twitter. I know you're gonna get a couple fucking douchebags, but not that many.
People were writing. They were tagging at their friends, like, "I'm watching this guy, Robert Kelly. You should watch it. You love it. All this stuff. Not one negative thing.
You can watch it grow, and you can watch your numbers grow. It's like its own little science project.
I can't fucking do it. Because I get
Bobby
obsessive. I did that with the podcast when it first
You don't
started.
get Twitter on your jitterbug.
What's a jitterbug? Oh, jitterbug.
The jitterbug.
The big phone. When I first got the podcast up, I would look at the numbers, where we were. We were in the top 10. We were in the top 20 on iTunes, and I kept looking. I watched it go up and down so much. I was like, this is fucking crazy.
Your podcast, I'm not a huge podcast listener, as we saw how much I loved Serial. Right. But your podcast, and this has nothing to do with me trying to sound cool. Yeah. They gave us a list when we came in to do press, and they gave me a list of all the New York podcasts. Right. And yours was right at the top, and I was like, that's the only one I'd heard of.
Oh, good.
The only one that I knew that.
Well, good. I'm glad you came on. Good, yeah. This is a Comic Hang. I know that
clearly.
People always like, what the fuck? But it's just like sitting at a
but
comic
it's like an East Coast. I think it's very refreshing. It's like it's not like Jane Goodall and you guys are fucking gorillas. But I think it's very refreshing, and there's like a certain temperament to East Coast comics that if you aren't privy to it in the first place, you're like, these guys are so mean, but I think it's so lovely.
It really, I tell you, it is.
Refreshing.
I remember when I first moved to LA, I didn't know how to turn it down.
Right.
And I would go out there.
People think you're mean, and that's not the case.
Yeah, I would fucking say horrendous shit to people, joking around, and they would just their eyebrows would like fucking squint.
A lot.
Yeah, I was fucking mad. I was like, I remember one guy said to me one night, but this is why it fucking aggravates you, because here you go up to, dude, what the fuck you doing? That's what's his name. You're being that joke sucked. Or, dude, nice pants. So we're just always trying to be funny with each other and trying to make each other laugh, which is fucking sometimes a lot of time heinous. That's what. Speaking of what you did, with Sherrod, Mark, you're one of those guys who you're constantly whipping out fucking zingers,
right?
And sometimes people don't. Like, what the fuck did you just say?
Oh, yeah.
And you did one of those on stage one night.
Yeah. Well, what is it? What'd you do?
He did it. He said, well,
I feel like you're trying to get him to tell the story. And
I'll tell you the story, and you tell me if I'm wrong.
Please.
He was on. He was on stage one night, and a comic went on before him, Sherrod, and he said some. Sherrod, you're on video, so
wow.
We're a 5-camera shoot, so
can't wait to show him this.
So, you tell it. Just tell it.
Just give the quick version.
Yeah.
I just want it to die down. It's been such a whirlwind.
Sherrod's a guy.
Right. He's a big guy.
Yeah.
He's white guy. Black guy. He's a black guy.
Yeah, Asian fella. So he was going super long, and I had like a long night, and I had a couple drinks in me. I was half in the bag.
Yeah.
And so I went up, and I got the light, and I go, oh, I got the light. So according to him, I'll do another 45. And then he yelled something, and I yelled something back, and then I said some more jokes.
He yelled at you while you were on stage?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. No. Unacceptable.
Well, that I didn't mind. That's fun because I was shitting on him.
Yeah. And it's also a thing, like, everyone's kind of friends. And in New York, especially, like, that happens a lot. If somebody's on stage or somebody's hosting, like, you'll go back and forth with comics in the room.
Sure.
If it's friendly fire.
But for the most part, it is.
I do it all the time. Keith always brings me up. He'll this guy, give it up for Eddie Murphy. And then they'll go, the place goes nuts. And they're like, I'm kidding. I'm like, and then I'll come in. I go, you a fucking asshole.
Right.
And then we'll go back and forth. But it's okay with that. But go ahead.
So then we were going back and forth, and I started kind of cutting into him, and it was killing, and that's what I think did it. It was getting big laughs, and Godfrey was like on the floor, not laughing at me, but like, you're gonna die. Like he was like, that's funny.
That's funny.
And so I didn't think anything of it. We're all ball busty, we're all comics, we're all jokers, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And so and so
It's gotta be one of me.
I got off, and we shook hands, and then he fucking swung me into the wall. And
are you serious?
Yeah, it was crazy.
That's ridiculous because he technically fired the first shot by being rude and not respecting the other comic's time and running long.
Well, you don't know this guy at all.
I don't care.
Well,
he's I was
First of all,
black
listen,
comics do that a lot.
He's black.
PS.
You see, here's the thing. I think he was trying to dance with Mark. Just his basic instance as a black guy to dance.
Dance.
And dance. Yeah, and you
That's
took it
more
wrong.
racist than me saying he ran
well,
the license black.
in defense of him, okay?
Sure.
He goes over, he goes long, you come up after and go, dude, what the fuck, man? You really made me late. You fuck, blah, blah, blah. And he can either say, go fuck yourself, and then you know where he's at, or he goes, I'm sorry, dude, I just had a little too much to drink, and I fucked up. You know what I mean? Because I've done that, too. But once you go at it, once you start zinging people, and look, man, you're good at it, and you're vicious.
Jeez, I was holding back.
Well, no, but you're good at it. You say some fucking holy shit stuff that if not friends with you because we don't know you, it comes across as a fuck you. right? When you get
don't you feel like running the light is a fuck you?
That's what I just said. Nobody agreed with me. That's the first shot.
But once you add the crowd into it, once you get everybody, I just went up and killed. Now you got a room full of people against me, right? With some shit that you could have come up to me as a man and said, look, or as a woman, you could have come up and said, yo, bro, you ran the fucking light. And you could have given the opportunity to go, I fucked up, dude. I'm a little drunk, or I won't do it again. Or go, fuck you. And then you know where you're at.
But you were already on stage. Yeah, and you made the I don't think you were wrong. Well, I'm sorry, and I know you're for some reason not wanting to participate.
I just wanted to blow over, but he fucked up, then I fucked up, so I thought we were even.
Like
he fucked me over,
cancel
so
each
I
other
made
out.
him.
That shit happens, and he's from. Look, man, he's not from
Brooklyn.
He's not from where
He
you
said it 5 times.
Right, he's Bed-Stuy.
I'm from Brooklyn, son.
Look at man, some guys look at you. Guys like you will fucking say really quick-witted, mean shit, and guys like him will punch you in the face.
Sure, yeah.
That's it.
I think as a comic, I think the mark of a true comic is understanding ball busting and understanding that nothing, for the most part, comics are insecure. But in like at a podcast, for example, like, no one's going to actually say something horrible to you. Like you wouldn't invite someone.
Whoa.
You haven't listened to this podcast.
Have you ever heard Louis Gomez?
No, but it's like this is a
Louis
joke.
J. Gomez.
I made a joke about his mother getting murdered earlier.
Yeah, and his father's dead too.
But if he would, this guy could kill you if he wanted to.
But Louis?
Yeah.
You only think that because you don't know me.
I'm just looking at your body.
I will take my shirt off right now.
Please don't. Please don't.
Right,
but I'm just saying, there's nothing worse than a sensitive
I'm going to Google
comic.
image your body.
That's all.
He could actually take little bites out of.
No.
You could probably take his son. That'd be fun.
I might take his son. I'm a better dad.
Taken 4.
I think though there are comics that. Look, you shouldn't lay hands on somebody.
Sure.
You shouldn't have touched
You shouldn't lay hands. But Sherrod's a strong guy too.
Crazy strong.
Yeah,
He's deceptively strong because he's such a jolly guy. When he's drunk and he'll fuck around with him, you'll fucking just grab each other's arms.
Yeah.
He picked me up one time, and I was like, dude,
Really?
what the fuck? He's
I don't even think it's deceptive. He's huge.
Can I say,
Fucking monster.
I've seen him knock a motherfucker out.
Where?
Too.
What was that?
Right in front of the cellar.
Dan Natterman?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sherrod's a big boy.
Sherrod, please, help me.
Sherrod will definitely fucking take somebody out.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't think like a guy like you. Again, it should have been like, dude, why don't you shut the fuck up? You know what I mean?
By the way, I don't have a problem with. I think there's room in the world for comics to not be pussies as well. I think comics do have reputations as being pussies, and that's why you have audience members that are so willing to disrespect comedians during shows. Yeah. So I like the fact that there's guys like me or Sherrod or Dante who's like literally willing to tell.
What the fuck am I?
Well,
Ben Bailey, Gary Goldman,
Nick
Apollo.
Yeah, dude. If an audience
What
member,
the fuck am I?
Joe Rogan?
I've dumped a drink on a grown man. Like, you see red and you just go. I don't think it's about a reputation of being a pussy. I think alcohol interacts with people's brain chemicals, and they think that they're part of the show. Right. But I think when it's comics with each other, there should be an understanding, like, that we're just going to chop it up back and forth, and if you can't handle it, then get the fuck out of here. Right. You don't hit someone.
Can I say something? I had Big J step over the line once.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I talked to him about this. I was actually waiting outside. I was going to hit him with a stick. I'm serious, man.
Where'd you find a stick?
I went
it's
out.
part of Jay's wardrobe. Has a big skull on the top of it. You got it at Hot Topic.
It's a cane / stick.
Hot Topic.
You know, it's only a matter of time before he has a cane. By the way,
Oh, yeah,
we know
definitely,
that,
dude.
right?
Jay's gonna go full-fledged fat vampire within 2 years.
He's the white Todd Lynn.
I wish he was the real one.
I hope he goes
Baby
blind.
arm?
I hope Jay goes blind and dies.
That's what I just.
What?
I said it in a funny way without fucking saying blind or dead.
Oh, well.
Why, is he really heavy?
He's dead.
No, not Todd Lynn.
Big
Jay
J.
Ogerson.
Oh yeah, Big
I know,
J.
but he could just be tall.
Yeah, that's
I don't
true.
know if he's Todd Lynn. I opened for Todd Lynn.
Yeah.
It was like one of my first gigs opening, and he had a baby arm and an attitude.
Yeah.
And they flew me to Missouri, and I was like, you either hate white people.
He's the worst.
I'm
Not
speak
a
ill
nice
to him,
guy.
but he had a baby
Horrible.
arm.
Look at
And
Todd.
he was
You had a big dick?
Todd Lynn was a fucking good guy at heart, man. Yeah, seriously,
disagree.
he treated a lot of you guys
I think
like
he was
shit.
a bad guy at heart, and maybe he was nice to you sometimes.
No, he was nice to me a lot, and I almost fought him one night. That was one guy I almost fought.
He ruined people's Montreal auditions over and over again. He'd host
Really?
and just fuck up everybody's
purpose.
set on purpose
What?
the whole night.
I didn't
Yes.
know that.
Dude, once he went blind, dude, I was at a bar, and he'd give me shit for years, and he went blind at this point, and I was like, thank God, tell him he can't see me to give me shit anymore. And I was like kind of whisper talking to Dave Smith, and I heard him from across the bar. Is that Louis Gomez? Why is he? I'm leaving. If he's on the show, I'm leaving.
Right.
And I was like, fuck, dude, this kid, literally that type of shit. To bookers. To fucking bookers.
Like
He
dog
called
hair.
you Louis Gomez?
Yes, he didn't use the J. Very disrespectful.
Yeah.
All right, maybe I'm wrong, but I mean, for me, when I came to New York, he was here, so we were fucking. He never really fucked with me. And then the one time he did, I threatened his life, and then he said, he goes, we had a talk, and he kind of was like,
You guys
"Look,
shake hands?
Well, he was like, look, man, I'm busting your
Left
balls.
hands.
It was exactly what we're talking about. He took ball busting too far, and I told him, hey, man, all right, stop, and he didn't. He kept going, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out as soon as you walk outside. I'm waiting for you. I'm gonna punch you in your fucking head. And he was like, Bobby, I like you a lot, man. I was just fucking. I go, all right, well, when I ask you to stop, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? There has to be some human shit involved in this.
Yeah.
You see, we don't get this problem in LA. People just don't talk to each other and just look past them in a room and just whisper.
But hold on, kind of listen to me.
Let me
Bobby
tell you
was
something.
Sherrod there, though. In reality, hold on. You're taking the role on the opposite side of Mark because.
But he asked him to stop, and that didn't
I
happen
asked him
with
to
your
stop.
friend.
And
Yes.
Big J, that thing, that was me. That was because he said some shit. I said some shit, and then he said some shit over the line, and then I got mad. That's me. And I walked out and left. I left. And then I went back and talked to him later. I went up. I go, listen, dude, you said this shit. And he was like, did I? He didn't realize. He was just saying shit on stage.
The difference in the stories is
he
you asked
apologized.
him to stop,
Yeah.
and he didn't.
Yeah.
You extended an olive branch. You're like, hey, man, like, whatever. And when you put out your hand, he threw you into a wall.
Right.
So both of these are someone extending an olive branch and being like, hey, pump the brakes, and the other person
Well,
not
look,
getting it.
Well, look, and alcohol was involved, too. Maybe that's the key.
Always.
Maybe you should stop drinking so much, Mark.
Well, also, a couple nights before, he had gotten shit from other comics
Right.
for going long. So I think he's like, well, he's doing it now. He's a newer guy. He's a smaller guy.
He's white.
I
I
gotta
beat him up.
Well, the other guys were white.
No, Trod can beat up pretty much. He can really beat up anybody.
Yeah.
I would
beat up
not
Lewis.
want to fight Sherrod.
No,
I
I think
tear him
you
apart.
would beat up Sherrod.
I'm
dude.
not saying that I
No,
would or
no,
wouldn't.
no.
I'm just saying.
Lewis knows mixed martial arts.
Lewis,
he knows how to fight.
yeah, you
but
said you'd beat up Sherrod.
Brooklyn
You
and
did.
I
Mark.
heard you say it.
I did too, right?
I would
heard you
beat
say
up
it. And then you
Sherrod
looked
in
at me
front of
and
his
you
family.
winked and you stroked it and you were like, yeah.
And then you pushed your hemorrhoid back in. with your
I
index
named my
finger.
hemorrhoid Sherrod.
Oh, boy.
If he wanted to fuck me up, he could have fucked me up.
Yeah.
That's why I knew it wasn't
It was
that
a
big of a
warning
deal.
shot.
And I'm sure he was a little drunk, too.
Possibly.
And I'm sure, usually when alcohol is involved in that, people get a little carried away. I'm glad you didn't punch you, though. That would have sucked.
Yeah, that would have been real
By
bad.
the way, I do love Sherrod. I'm friends with both of you guys. Hey, look, dude, here's the thing.
I tell you-
There's no code of fucking how everybody should fucking
Right,
act. Like, yeah,
right.
dude, look, you know not to cross that line with Sherrod. Now, the same way if you fucking work in a bank, there's some dude who's kind of a hothead.
This is ridiculous. Why is that? You know not to cross the line with him. He's the one that hurt you physically. Not hurt you, whatever. He's the one that threw you into a wall. Why is the onus not on him not to hit people?
No, he
First of
should
all,
also not
if
do
you
that.
ever use the word onus on this show again, you're gone.
We'll have some smart
My
people.
onus
listen.
hurts.
What the
I was
fuck?
gonna say.
I'm just saying, I don't understand
My
why
hemorrhoid
you're
is
being held
falling out of my
accountable for his
onus.
actions.
I don't either. But hey, that's the law
No,
of the jungle.
I'm
You're too
not saying
passive. I don't like it.
saying that you should be accountable for his actions. Obviously, he crossed the line there as well.
Right.
I'm just saying that, look,
If you
you
want
can't
to keep your
control the
teeth,
way
don't.
everybody in the fucking world acts. There are people like that in
I
the world.
disagree.
Yeah, as a hot chick, you have a different. You're living in a much different
People
world.
just like open
than-
doors. It's really easy. Dinners are free. It's great. No, I agree
Running the
with you, I
light
guess.
should be punished. That's all I'm saying.
It should be, but
It
it's
should be
not.
punished.
But not by you or me, by the club.
But
Well,
the club does
they're
it.
not doing it.
They should, and you should bring it to them.
He does get punished occasionally. He'll get banned.
Yeah.
I think.
See, in LA, it's just if you have a TV show, they'll just let you go.
I know.
And then they'll say thank you.
Let me tell you something. That whole thing where people, I know people that would rather go on fucking Instagram and say shit to, like, what they don't like about you, or on Twitter, like, to their fans, than rather being a fucking grown adult and saying it to your. If I got a problem with you, I'll call you and go, hey, man, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And we'll talk it out. We can have an argument and end the friendship, right? And it's over, but at least we fucking went back and forth.
I completely agree. I had a comic one time at the Comedy Store. You know, you have seniority, whatever. I had to run a set. I walked in and I said, hey, I'm just going to do this 5 minutes. I never run the light. This comic comes up to me. He's much younger than me. He's like, hey, would you mind if I just went ahead of you? I feel like you're always bumping me. I never bump anyone.
Yeah.
And I was like so stunned that he said that, because anytime I get bumped, I just take it. You take it on the chin, whatever. So he did that. I let him go. And I was so angry that he had the balls to ask me that. I got his number and I called him. I go, you listen to me right now.
Right.
I don't know if it's because I'm a girl. I don't know what it is. You don't ever fucking ask me that again.
Right.
Are we
Why'd
straight?
you say no?
Because it was so in the moment and it didn't really matter, and it was like, okay, sure, and if it means that much to you that you're asking me, but just, you know, in terms of paying your dues, like, I would never ask someone not to bump me. You know, Daniel Tosh walks in and he's going to be cool about it either way. Yeah, go ahead if you need to do that. And the fact that he dared to ask that without having done comedy for like a year or something. But you straightened it out versus talking
But what you
shit.
did, I don't think was right, because now you're going, hey, you know, what the fuck? You should have just, as the person, been like, no.
It was in the moment.
Because I can picture. I've literally. I know. I asked certain famous people to help me tweet or something about my album. That, you know.
And I'm happy to do it, buddy.
and I said to them, and I said, listen, I know that you might say no, and I'm not going to take it personal. And they literally went, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's like, okay, cool.
That's how every week I ask Colin Quinn to do my podcast.
And he says no.
He says, "Fuck you,
Yeah,
fag."
absolutely. Well, I
It's
would
like
say
I'm
that.
yeah.
But I mean,
give him the option.
a guy like that comes up, and I think that happens a lot because these people don't know their worth.
But that was rather than embarrass him in front of everyone, and it was okay, and I didn't really mind, and it seemed like it meant enough to him, and it was in the moment. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, sure. But then I called him and I straightened it out, and I was just like, don't ever fucking do that again.
What did he say?
He was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And now every time he sees me, he's like, hey, how's it going? Like, he doesn't know how to act, which is fine.
Right.
Because that's just, you got to learn it some way or the other.
I know. I just think that when you know, I don't know.
Versus talking about him behind his back. I just said it.
Right?
to
Yeah,
him.
I agree with that. I hate that shit. I hate when people all of a sudden there's a vibe around. It just fucking.
I hate the vibe. Hate the beef.
You know what I'm
It's in the
saying?
air,
There's
yeah.
a thing,
Oh, yeah.
and it's there, and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
and it's like you could just say it to me. I'll take it. we can have an argument, blah, 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 and then it's between me and you, and it's done. It's gone.
Yeah.
But some of these people like it in the air. They live in that. They live in that vibe that's around. They like when they show up, and there's people that hate them. They like it. They actually want to fuck with people. They want to have secret little fucking resentments.
I think it's unavoidable. I think there's some people that just have like a dark energy.
Yep.
And I don't think anybody. I don't care if I'm a dick. I like when people like me. Nobody likes to be disliked. Yeah. But sometimes it's unavoidable because your energy is so bad and you're such a piece of shit.
I was telling him just today. I went to a party last week, and there were 2 girls at the party who I'd had sex with, and they were talking to each other, and it was brutal. And they both looked at me like, "We now know."
It would be great if Sherrod came in and put his arm around both of them.
I mean, that'd be fine. I have no attachment. But yeah.
He's got a huge penis too, by the way.
Does he?
Massive.
I felt it on my leg. Joking me.
It wasn't even his forearm against your neck. It was his penis.
Right.
I was in Vegas with him years ago. Las Vegas. Las Vegas.
Gotcha.
And you sucked his dick.
No. We were in a jacuzzi with this girl.
Sucked his dick?
And he was like, I'll be right back. And I'm in the jacuzzi, and we're all, me and her are naked, and he's going to be naked, right? He comes in with a joint in his dick.
You mean a knot?
A joint in his dick?
A knot. It was a fucking knot.
Okay.
It was more of a pinner.
I've been waiting to call that back.
Dude, he was getting fucking basted on livers, dude.
The lovers.
Whatever.
He fucking walks in. Me and this girl both went. Oh. We just stopped talking and just stared at his fucking massive dick. And I said to him, I go, bro, I'm going to look at your dick for a little bit. I don't want to suck it. I'm not into it.
How big is it? I don't know this person.
It was hanging that.
Oh.
Bigger than Bill's?
Flaccid, it was that.
That's like an Arizona kid.
Flaccid like that. I go, I'm going to look at your dick for a little bit. So I hope it's just going to happen. Yeah. Because I've never seen anything like this.
Wow.
It's almost unreal to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fucking crazy.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah. It was crazy big. And oh God. And I'm sitting there with my little fucking wild mushroom.
And that's when it used to hang, too.
Your hen of the woods?
That's when it used to hen of the woods mushroom. Those are great mushrooms. Oh, fuck. It's the disgusting looking. It's a fucked up mushroom. It's terrible. I'm sitting there and my little thing, and that's when it was hanging just a little bit, and I got it nice but I was in the water for a couple minutes. Dude, he came in, sat in the tub. I had to move my leg because there was no way it wasn't touching me.
I picture his dick wearing a floaty.
He had a big, massive dick.
Wow.
Great.
So anyways, back to cock. We brought it back.
Good times.
So anyways, you got the special coming out. Now, here's the thing. Let's go to this. I find it now that I've done this hour thing, and I found out, I had to do it myself. So I had my manager and myself. He put up the money, produced it. I put all my money, what I would make, back into it. And we did it not knowing it was going to be bought, and thank God, after Comedy Central bought it, and then Netflix bought it, which is great because we own it now. But now with them, I mean, it is still I think Netflix is a fucking honor. It's almost like Netflix, HBO, Showtime. I mean, they're all Comedy Central.
Well, what they do is they put a lot of money into original content.
Right.
For them, it's nonlinear programming, but they put a lot of money into these, giving networks a run for their money.
Right.
Like, these are mini movies they're making. Like, the production value is insane. Yeah. Taking chances on artists, comics, original stories.
Hulu's doing that too. What's that called?
Deadbeat. It's my cousin's show.
Deadbeat.
It shoots
really?
here. My cousin Brett and Cody
fucking love that show.
Great show.
It shoots here in New York, and they only hire New York actors.
And comics.
Yep. And comics.
You don't even know how many comics are on
it. They got
Dean Edwards, Godfrey, Modi, Todd Barry.
The guy from
Norton just did a couple.
Tropic Thunder.
Tom Cruise.
Brendan T. Jackson.
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey's in it.
It's a fucking great show. Really funny show.
Yeah,
I'd like to go out for that show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Woody Allen just did Amazon. He signed with Amazon.
Yep, he did.
Adam Sandler signed with Netflix.
Netflix still.
Wow.
So it's just, and they don't, I don't know, it's just cool.
It's a matter of time before.
I shot in Denver. Huh?
It's a matter of time before everyone just kind of like, they're trying to figure out how to deliver the content right now. Like they're like, wait, is it HBO?
I think they figured it out.
Well, kind
Who's
of.
they?
Though. I think the industry, just in general, HBO, Netflix, everyone. No, but it's like split right now. Half the people are still. Fuck you, Bobby.
I'm sorry. I just find it funny that a guy who's barely in the industry is telling us how the industry works.
Netflix has figured it out.
I'm kidding, dude. You're in the industry. Welcome.
And
this is my welcome party.
Yeah.
No, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think they have figured out how to deliver the content completely because half the people are sitting around their TV on a Tuesday night watching American Idol, and half the people are watching it on demand on Hulu or Netflix or whatever else. So right now it's kind of split, and I think eventually everything's going to be this hybrid between your computer, your TV, and on demand. I don't think anyone. I think in 10 years nobody's going to.
It's not going to look at these networks not going away. What
No,
will go away is cable will go away.
Yeah,
and it will just be when you want it.
Everything's going to be on demand eventually.
Yeah,
and Netflix, I will say, they were at the forefront of that movement, and I don't want to piss on anyone, but Hulu and Amazon, they were a
thought you
smidge late
pissed on
to the
me.
game.
They were.
So Netflix really has that market.
Well,
and
the
it's just not the
functionality
same.
isn't as great as Netflix.
Well, no,
too.
because Hulu, there's still commercials.
Yeah.
Hulu, in my opinion, Hulu, and while I love my cousin's show and that's original content,
Right.
Hulu should be the place you go to see the shows that you missed.
Right.
If you didn't DVR it.
Yeah.
And Netflix, you know, you have places like Amazon like doing their own program, which I'm sure is great, but
Yeah.
Netflix got there first and peed on that tree.
Yeah, and Netflix, the functionality of Netflix is fucking flawless.
Yeah,
you
it's
go to your show and you watch as many episodes as you want, as many as are there.
Binge watch wasn't a phrase until like
I know.
a year ago.
And I love the fucking phrase. Why do I like binge watch? Because I love
you love
binge
the binge.
Because you're a glutton.
I
Yeah.
beat you to the fucking joke. Somebody fucking punched Joe in the nuts, so he wakes up.
What do you mean? I just had a good one.
I'm kidding. I'm just, what the that was, you know?
I'm
We have a
awake.
couple.
I think HBO Go, in terms of all of those
great,
systems
too.
to watch, HBO Go is my favorite in terms of just how it works.
That
Just
show
how-
Togetherness is great. Have you seen that
I
show?
haven't seen it, but I
love
just
it.
the functionality. If you look for a show,
But you have
search
to have
for a show.
cable.
Well, Apple TV is a genius invention.
Yeah, that's big.
And that's how I have HBO Go. I mean, I have it.
It's just like the apps on it. and
Apple
shit.
TV is
Apple
great,
TV?
but now all the TVs, these fucking smart TVs, these 4Ks come with everything on it. YouTube, Netflix, Amazon.
Oh
it's
yeah, I have a
right,
smart
yeah.
TV. I don't have an Apple TV.
It's
though.
so fucking because the Apple TV
Everything's
is
there.
good, but it's not as flawless as
It's not.
as a
Sometimes,
smart TV.
and there's no one you can call. Like you,
Yeah.
if it won't load for like 12 hours or something weird, like
Yeah,
there's
there's
no
no-
one. You're just fucked, and you're just sitting there like, do I call the internet? Do I call Apple?
Yeah.
There's no one.
So when you do the special, you film it in Denver. Where in Denver? ComedyWorks?
I shot it at the Gothic Theater.
Gothic Theater.
Everyone hates the crowds in Denver now. That's what I keep on hearing.
Are you
What?
fucking
That club's
nuts?
amazing.
I
It is
swear to
one
God,
of-
I've heard from so many people now that
because
since
they
weed was
suck.
legal,
Oh.
that the crowds are fucking like
Disagree.
just not with you completely.
Denver Comedy Works is one of the fucking best clubs
Amazing.
in the world.
Denver
I've only had
Comedy
one problem there. The last time there was a chick in the front row that was just one of those fucking laughing hecklers. She
Yeah.
was just laughing to fuck with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
And I
Like,
remember
it's a setup. Shut up.
I kicked this girl out, and I was like, "You going?" Because everybody told her to shut the fuck up, and she finally got kicked out. And then I looked, and there was a groups of girls. I go, "Look, she's gonna get kicked out, and I know you're gonna hate me. You're gonna leave too. I hope you don't, but I hope you stay because I'm pretty funny." And as soon as she got kicked out, they were like, "You're an asshole," and they left.
Sure.
And these other girls left, and I was like, "I know you got to stick because she's a woman, and she's just saying, I'm just laughing.
Right.
She's drunk. She's an alcoholic, and
She's an alcoholic and a terrible mother.
She's ruining everything. She's ruining
A
everything."
positive effect.
It's so funny because the audience, I was saying this last night, the audience doesn't understand. They don't understand. Like, I'm losing my mind. Like, if there's a person who's like, let's say not heckling, but they keep on repeating a punch, right? Or
Yeah.
they keep on repeating a word
yeah.
5 or 6 times. Like, in your head, you're fuming while it's happening.
Yeah.
The audience has no fucking
Right,
clue
right.
that anything is happening. So
Yeah.
when you get shitty,
Yep.
they go, what the fuck is this guy's problem?
Well, that's why it's on as a seasoned comic, which you're the most seasoned one here. It's on you to decide when you've had enough.
Joe's 23
Do you-
years in.
Do
I
you
started before Bobby.
Seriously? Because you look 12.
That's his mouth.
It's just his body. It's you.
herpes.
Sometimes,
Great body.
sometimes you let it go for like 50 minutes. You let someone
Yeah.
do something because you got to get through it or something, and then you choose when you snap. Sometimes you don't do anything, but it's up to you to disrupt the inertia of your own show, or the momentum of it.
I wish there was a fucking guy at every club that his job was to watch the crowd for the first 25 minutes.
A bouncer.
And just, somebody like that but who cares? Not some guy who just kicks people out and fucking is on his phone.
Right.
Some guy who literally watching the crowd and going, all right, that girl right there. Like a fucking,
Police the room.
like,
Gotham is good at that.
Yeah.
yeah,
Comedy
because they have
Club.
cops.
Yeah.
They have real
Well,
cops.
I think certain rooms train their audiences too. Certain clubs, you know,
Right.
you can't
Cellar,
do that.
the cellar. You
Cellar's great,
yeah.
You
Yeah.
fucking get the fuck out.
You say one word. It's so funny to watch the wait staff they're trained. Every
Yes.
comedy club should train the wait staff. If somebody in the audience is fucking up, the waiter's job then becomes, hey guys, please keep it down. If everybody's on the same page, the management, the wait staff, the comedians, none of that should happen, and that's why the Cellar does it the best.
That also comes from success. The Cellar, they can kick everybody out. They don't give a fuck. The show's sold out. They got people waiting outside to come in if you kick people out.
But that's
It's
why
a
like
lot of
they're
these
sold out.
clubs,
It's
a lot
why-
of these clubs, they need those
I
people.
don't
They're like,
believe-
fucking keep
It's the
them
chicken
here.
or the egg.
Hold on.
Stand-up New
Here's the
Yorkers
thing.
like that. There's 12 people in the audience. They go, we can't kick these out. We need the drinks. Fuck you.
Yeah, but that's not. But like, if you're somewhere outside of a city, right? I genuinely the comic and it's us versus them in a
Right,
weird way. It's the
absolutely.
audience versus, and I'm part of the staff that weekend. I go right up to the bouncer. I'm like, look, I'm here to work out. I need to get this done. Somebody does anything, kick them out. And you can set a precedent. In certain clubs, some of the nicer clubs have their audiences trained, and there's genuine comedy lovers. I totally disagree about the audience in Denver. Smart people come out. Even smart people can still get stoned and laugh and be normal.
I'm just saying what I've heard. I've never been to Denver.
crowds
I've
are
only had
phenomenal.
one show where a girl was kicked out, and then after they left, and it was fucking great. Every fucking show at that club, to me, the one downtown, I've never played the other one. The one downtown, the other club is fucking gorgeous.
Really?
Oh, it's fucking beautiful. Both clubs are beautiful.
Yeah.
Rogan shot a special there.
Rogan, Attell's album, Geraldo's album,
We all
Schumer.
there's Denver. There's a couple cities that are great. Denver, Tempe, parts of Florida. I don't really.
A lot of
like
people do
those
San
cities.
Fran as well.
San Francisco is
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
New York's pretty
Big
great.
Yeah,
Seattle,
the
Parlor,
the
the
punchline.
punchline.
Yeah, I fucking love
Parlor
it.
in Seattle to me
Parlor's-
is one of the best rooms.
It's a great room, but there's and it's my style, but there's always some hot fucking chicks who are just
Wait.
ignoring me.
Okay, well, there's that. It's the only time I've had a woman come on stage to heckle me.
Come
And
on
I let
stage.
Her, she was like sitting very close,
Yeah.
and out of the I didn't see her coming. She just like got herself up there. The bouncer was on the other side of the room, and I wasn't afraid because it's a girl, and I could tell she was drunk. And she was like hugging me. She just decided that she's like, I'm just gonna hug you, and I went off because there's this thing where when women are too attractive, like their whole lives, like they start out attractive, they're never told no.
Right.
So she's like, why wouldn't I be able to go on stage and interrupt you at work? And I mean, we embarrassed her, but
I know
it's
every
the only
guy
time
in here in
it's
the room
happened.
was like fucking saying, "Aren't you that person?" Shut up. She's not.
I'm not.
Nobody said that.
Nobody
You
said
said
that.
it. You looked at me and did your eyebrows.
I had to wear an eye patch when I was a kid. I wasn't.
What?
That's
Whoa!
Wait a minute.
But that makes you more attainable. I like that.
Yeah.
man,
Thank God you can get
tainted.
me.
I'm into an eye
saying-
patch.
I'm
I've
saying
always wanted to fuck a
There's
pirate.
two kinds of hot. There's
Did you
girls
have
that
the
come
wooden leg?
out. There's girls that come out fucking hot, like hot babies, like Ralph Lauren babies.
Right.
And then there are like normal ones of us that like worked at a personality,
Right.
and grew up okay. I'm hot for a comedian. I'm not I'm not a model. I'm not.
No, you're hot for a chick.
Yeah,
You're not
you're
just
a
hot
hot
for a
girl.
comedian.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
yeah.
hot.
Hey,
Sure.
let me ask you. So why did you have a fucking eye patch?
I had amblyopia.
What the
One eye
fuck
is
is
stronger
that?
than the other. To
Ambly
this
bubble
day,
butt?
I was watching myself last night. I'm a little cross-eyed. One eye is stronger than the other. My right eye is not as strong as my left eye.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah, yeah.
Great.
She has
I can't.
she has eyes like Kelly Vasilica's boobs.
I don't know. That's Kelly used to be able to.
She has
had
cockeyed boobs.
She had one tip was way bigger than the
Look,
other.
I can't cross them. This is not like a cool thing. I just, anyways, I had to wear an
Let
eye
me see.
patch. Like,
What-
I can't,
what-
they don't
By the way,
cross like
that's
they
how
should.
hot you are. You have to start pointing out the things that aren't obvious to everyone else in the world about
No,
you.
I'm fine now. I'm just saying I had to wear. I'm just saying I wasn't
So when,
raised.
did you
super
get
hot.
did you get picked on with an eye patch?
No,
Nobody
I
said
was
anything?
smarter than
No, because she had a hook
everyone.
hand.
My peg leg distracted everyone. My hump was enough to distract
They made
everyone.
fun. She made him walk the plank.
So
That's it.
He's back.
So no, you say you're smarter than everybody.
No,
Were you
I was
very
just
smart?
saying-
Are you very smart?
I was always funnier.
Right, okay,
And
fine,
also,
yeah.
I was like a little kid. Like there was.
Have you always been funny?
Yeah.
Yeah?
There was also, this is gonna be terrible. There was a girl that was bald in our class, so probably she took most of the like making fun
Oh
of.
yeah,
She
a cancer chick always gets.
didn't have
that.
cancer. She didn't have cancer. She was
Oh.
bald.
Sinead O'Connor. Went to
Not
school
by
with Sinead
choice.
O'Connor. Wow.
Not by
I'm
choice.
touching Baldy. What kind of school is this?
How lucky?
saying.
How lucky are you that you had a fucking patch?
been a small bus.
And you.
I could take the patch off. She couldn't take.
You went to the X-Men school?
Yeah. She was in a wheelchair.
Oh, man, yeah. What's your power?
It was just sustained retardedness.
Not
Just
comedy.
listen. But that's it. That's it.
That's
Did you say
funny.
not comedy?
Yeah, he's fucking joking.
I got 5 things on my body, which is pretty
I'm
good,
not.
by the way.
That's it. I'm not
jeez,
upset.
I thought you were
Yeah,
Can I
Eliza.
see? Can I see? Can I see your abs, Joe?
I got great abs.
Yeah,
You want to see my
you've
abs?
talked a lot about your body.
You've talked about my body.
You defended it.
Naked podcast.
No, we're good.
Wait, take off your bra first.
He's gonna sit down.
Hold on. Somebody give me a bucket. Wait a minute. He's doing push-ups next
You
to the
gotta
dog.
pump up. I get
Oh, I
it.
think he fell.
What are you doing? Stand right there. The camera's right there.
Hold on,
Stand right there.
Deepu wants to eat that dog. Watch that dog.
I ate extra rice at Chipotle.
Deepu, relax. You relax with that dog, okay?
Somebody get Joe a Sharpie.
All right, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That was a bit of a letdown.
It's a little better than Luis Gomez.
Oh my
A
God.
little
Okay.
better.
Louis
right.
J. Gomez. Not yet. You don't
Yeah,
get
you,
that
you
yet.
talked about working out
No,
so
he
much.
he
Can I-
postpones his abs every 4 months. So
Can I say
another
something?
4 months from now.
Your belly button looks like your mouth.
Just surrounded by hair.
Wow.
My belly button said a lot more
was
cum in it.
seriously-
That's not what I heard.
Another joke. Sorry. That was the rhythm. Anyway, go.
I wish Sherrod was in
like
here
that-
just to fucking mush your face every time you had a stinker.
Lewis can't make a joke. He just points out where one should go. That's a good comedian.
I've actually been working out more because of old Sherry Baby. And my roommate, every time I'm doing push-up, the roommate's like, Sherrod push-ups.
That was acceptable, right? Huh? Not bad. Acceptable.
What?
That's
Come
LA.
me.
That's LA fat for her.
Oh, yeah, for LA. You're big.
Everybody's
How,
fine.
where are you from originally?
I'm from Dallas, Texas.
You're from Dallas. And how long have you lived in LA?
Almost 10 years.
Now you
I went to school in Boston.
And you went to school where in
I went
Boston?
to Emerson.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
That's a great school.
A lot of gays.
A lot of
A lot of
comedians.
gays.
Good
A lot of
comedy
comedians.
alumni. Yeah,
Jay
it's like-
Leno.
Yeah, Jay
Comedy-
Leno,
lot of
Dennis
gay
Leary,
comedians.
Leary.
Anthony Clark.
Harrison Greenbaum.
Oh, he went to Harvard. He went to Harvard. It's a baby.
It's a great school. My friend Jack Leary, Dennis's son, went there.
I think what I like about it is people think it's a lot better than it is. And some people think it's Emory. First of all, people think like you had to get like a 1600 on your CTs to get in there. And it's
But
not
But
like-
it's
Alicia Yaffe?
It
You
is.
know Alicia
It's
Yaffe?
right where it's located. At the actual theater and the fucking
Yeah.
the people that it produces is fucking.
Yeah, it's got a
great.
huge like theater
If,
program.
I would love to send my
Theater-
kid
and
there.
every office in LA has an intern from there. Huge producers.
Yeah.
Our big claim to fame is Henry Winkler.
Hey.
He also went there.
Yeah, but it's just a fucking great. It's a pretty badass school when you think of for the arts. especially acting. It's a cool school, and where it's located in Boston is fucking badass.
Right on the Common.
Right
Homeless
on
people in your quad and everything.
Yeah, but now it's fucking great. Now the Common. I mean, Boston is really fucking. It almost bums me out that it's so clean and rich.
But
now.
that area right
Yeah,
there
we
by
went there when it
Chinatown.
was gritty. It was nicer then.
It's still a little seedy
With the
right over there.
Oh, it's right there
Combat
by
zone's
Chinatown.
gone?
It's a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
terrible.
Yeah, but that's
lower.
even gone. Combat Zone
Really?
used to be fucking awesome. It used to be porn and like New York.
Yes,
like,
I remember that.
All that shit and the naked eye, and then they had the glass slipper.
Yes!
Right? Remember? Jesus Christ. Did you go to the glass
We
slipper?
tried to film a student film there. That's all I remember. I remember the glass slipper.
I was at the glass slipper is such a shithole.
Yeah.
It's smaller than this room actually, and there was a little tiny stage with stairs that went upstairs, and the girls would come down like these 6 stairs.
Just stick one
and
tit in the room.
Yeah, like
Jiggle it.
spin around this thing. One girl's act, this old Spanish lady stripper, her act was to come down with Windex and paper towels and clean the smudges off the glass from all the other girls,
wow.
which I thought was very creative.
I like a smudge.
All right, well, listen. When does the special come out?
Special comes out this Friday on the 23rd.
This Friday.
When does this podcast come out?
This podcast is live right now.
Oh, yeah.
For 9 people.
Good call.
And it's going on Netflix, but it's going to be there for a long time. How long are you going to be on Netflix on the front page?
In perpetuity, forever. Oh, on the front.
What did I tell you
have no
about those
idea.
words?
For long times. Long time be there. Special go.
Oh, if you talk like that, it'd be so hot. Hi, Bubby. Long
Boners.
time.
Yeah, it'll be up for however.
So make sure, we're going to take a break real quick, but make sure you go right now. What's the name of it again?
It's freezing hot. # freezing hot. And just watch it on Friday.
Go watch it and make sure that you tell a friend, retweet it. It's your last special was great. You're a funny comedian.
Thank you.
And I'm sure the special. What's the theme of the special, by the way? Is there a theme, or is it? What are you talking about on the
It's
special?
an observational special. It's I really think if you watch it as a girl, you'll feel a little less crazy, and as a guy, you'll be like, oh my god, I'm a little less afraid of women.
Really?
It's not a.
Oh, wow.
It's
I
a. It's
gotta
sort of
watch
an
this.
introspective look at thought processes and sort of giving giving good reasons for why we do it. Sort of substantiating theories about why girls do what they do. And helping.
I want to know what Bobby's intellectual
Tits,
side of the
tits.
special is about. Bobby, what is your special about? What do you do with your special?
Mine's just truth, man. You know, I don't write jokes, man. I don't know punchlines. I just write. You know, I got to go on stage and these things really happened. You know what I mean? They happened to me. And I go, shut
Yeah,
the fuck
surfer.
up.
But it's a weird question, and you get it. And everyone's like, "Tell us about your sum it up." You're like, "It's fucking funny,
Yeah.
and it's about me. And if you don't like it, then don't watch it. I don't know."
Well, don't
you
get
won't-
angry at them.
No.
They
Well,
haven't
no, if you
made that
like it until
decision.
you watch it.
Yeah, with that fucking
I
attitude.
guess if you don't like it, don't watch it again.
There we go.
Listen,
Do not recommend it to your friends.
Go
Yeah,
listen.
friends
Here's the
will
deal. Go fucking watch it, and
Thank you.
it's on Netflix, which is free. That's the way I look at Netflix. It's
Not
just
free.
free.
Yeah.
It's $12 a month.
I know, but to me, it's free. Why don't you pay that $12? I really do. I feel like everything's free.
Because
Get
you
it,
so
Bobby.
much.
You're doing well. Jesus.
Well, I don't know why I really love Joe today. He's just making
Oh,
me
thanks,
giggle.
buddy. Well, you're very sweet.
Joe thinks you hate him.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, we had a beef, and I got worried that you're always going to hate me
No,
from
no,
now
Bobby
on.
loves beef.
Yeah, you do love
Yeah.
beef.
Turkey.
No, we did get. We'll talk about that.
Pork.
Before
I don't want to talk about it on the radio. We already figured it out.
Why?
This is the podcast.
All right, well,
Let's get dramatic.
That's the perfect thing I was talking about, by the way. We were talking about the beef. We had it. We talked about it. We worked through it like fucking adults. Anyways.
I don't think you'd be here if you hated you.
Thank you.
I'm really good on the show,
Yeah,
though.
he uses us.
The listeners
I
get
think you'd be here
very
if you
upset.
hated
I'm not
Right.
us. Please don't say us. You're definitely a favor.
First of all,
I have Will. I have Will.
Lewis sticks.
Will is great, and Giannis really replaces you fucking way better.
You need 2 people to
All right,
replace
so
me,
you're-
Giannis and Will.
No, I could use either one.
Is this a rotating thing, or is it? Oh,
Well,
you're the constant. Then
He's a regular. He's and Mark has been on a few times, and then we usually have a guest on like yourself.
But you could say it's my show as well. It's our
Sure,
show.
and
It's
he's
probably a nice show.
Chris is a comedian.
Whose biggest credit is moving in with me next month.
It was this podcast, and now it's Living with Joe.
He produced the show, and this is Deepu, who's a comedian, and
Also a member of ISIS.
Deepu does comedy?
his cousin produces cereal.
Whoa!
Very rarely. Oh, my
Very
God.
rarely.
You should be huge.
What's your website?
It's Iliza. It's Iliza. It's my name. It's
Wow.
Iliza.com. No
That's
one else
great.
has the annoying spelling that I do.
And make sure you check out her special on Netflix this Friday,
Yeah.
and spread the word, and hit her up on Twitter, and make sure you let her know you heard her how much you liked it, and you heard her from the YKWd podcast. All right, thanks
Wait,
for
are you
coming.
leaving?
No, we're taking a break. She's got to go. And
Okay,
we're,
cool. Yeah, I'm gonna-
we're taking a
all right.
break.
I'm supposed to go now,
I thought you were
right?
talking to me. I panicked. No, I'm
Is
staying.
it wrong if I leave?
If you want to stay, you can stay.
I gotta pee so bad.
We're going to take a break. Do you want to stay?
How much? That was a lot.
We were told you had to leave after an hour.
I usually do.
Well, do you want to stay? You can
We
stay.
talk about it off the air.
Yes, we can. Well, no, so it's going to be a surprise if you come back.
Oh, let me just say goodbye, and then it'll be a surprise if I'm.
Yeah, sure,
She
absolutely.
just got her period.
He's a fucking savage. But it comes out, and that's what I love about you. You don't even have a fucking. It's like you don't have lips to shut your fucking face.
No, that's Joe.
Oh.
I have lips. I have a small mouth.
It looks like your belly button.
Everybody watching live, stay right there. We'll be back in a couple minutes. We're going to be playing some original music from some fans that sent some stuff in.
Yep, I'll put it on screen.
Okay, he's going to put it on the screen. Thanks for sending those tunes in. Make sure you keep sending them in. Send them to Deepu, too, but not to me. What's your email, Deepu?
deepu.guild.comedy@gmail. See, I'm a comedian.
All right, so make sure you send, if you have songs you want us to play, they have to be yours or somebody you know. We need permission, and we'll play them during the break.
That's your standard of proving you're a comedian. You have the word comedy in your email address.
It's part of the...
Guys, email me at LouisJGomez, the president of the United States.
All right, we'll be right back after we all take a piss.
The What Dude Podcast on Riotcast.com.
All right, check it out. I want to plug our sponsors right now real quick. We have Amazon.com. If you go to... Jesus Christ, Louis. Fucking gorilla. If we go to Amazon.com, go to Riotcast.com, go to our page, there's a little sliver on the page that says Amazon. It's very hard to find. So if you go to YKWD and you find the sliver.
You have to be extremely motivated.
Like if you know Where's Waldo or you like puzzles, go to Riotcast.com and look for the word Amazon. If you're going to buy, that's even if you're going to buy anything off Amazon, I want you to add this fucking huge step into the process. Everything that makes Amazon awesome, take that out. You know what?
All the convenience of shopping on Amazon.
I want you to take that out. Go to Riotcast.com. Then go to YKWD's page, and then I want you to find that little sliver where it says Amazon.com and click on that, and then buy your fucking
It would be
item.
easier.
So, because I want to make 8 cents every 8 months. So please go to Amazon.com and do that. And then
it is more convenient to go to the mall and shop than it is to use the website.
But in Washington, D.C., if you live in New York. Anyways, I do want to thank Tweaked Audio. These guys, they were amazing for the holiday gift drive we did. They matched every headphone we bought that was bought from them. They matched. So they sent us a box of 20 headphones. And then they sent us even more because people bought so many headphones. And they're great headphones. If you need a nice, cheap pair of headphones, but not cheap, inexpensive, with a mic, non-mic'd, they're fucking great. And you can go to Amazon.com, tweakedaudio.com right now, and you buy a pair of headphones. And what's the code there, Scopo?
Dude.
You go, dude, type in dude, and you get 33% off, free shipping, lifetime limited warranty. That's almost half off if you use the code word dude at tweakedaudio.com. Now, I have another great announcement where we have a new podcast coming to the network, and I'm very excited about it. The Laugh Button is coming to the Riotcast network. Now, here, listen, these guys are amazing. It's Mark Seaman and our good friend Matt over at Laughs. What's really laughing? Because his last name's Seaman?
Sorry, I tried to hold it in.
You guys, comedy fans know him from Sirius Satellite Radio,
He's the man.
The Comedy Channel, where he pretty much was the guy over there for a long time. He stepped away for a minute, and now he's coming back to New York, and he's working with the Syndicate, with the Laugh Button. My good pal Chris Ellis and Matt, they're over there, and they're putting together a weekly show here on the Riotcast Network, and it's news and comedy. It's going to be around a half hour, 40 minutes. All about what's going on in the comedy business. They're going to be doing interviews, and it's going to be a great show. So if you love stand-up comedy and you want to know what's going on and you want to know what's up with your favorite comedians, who's coming out with what are you doing? What are you doing?
I was looking at the picture they posted on Instagram, and then a video came up, so it made a noise, and then I turned it off really quick.
It's like owning a baby gorilla. That's what it being.
You act like that doesn't sound awesome.
It'd be awesome until you come home and he broke your fucking lamp.
Until he's fucking grows up into a full-grown gorilla, and he beats up your neighbor for scaring your pups.
All right, listen.
That was a movie.
So make sure it's coming out it came out yesterday, actually. If you're listening to this on Monday, if you're listening live, it's coming out this Sunday. It's a brand new show on Riotcast. We continue to bring you some of the best podcasts on the East Coast. We're very proud of the show. We think it's going to be amazing. So if you love comedy, you're going to want to download the show. You want to subscribe. You want to review. Go to iTunes, whatever, Stitcher, whatever your SoundCloud, whatever you have, tune in and get this show. It's called The Laugh Button, right? That's the name of it.
Laugh Button Podcast.
Laugh Button Podcast, and its debut on the network is this Sunday. So if this is Monday, it's already out. Go get it. We're very proud of it, and we're excited. I can't wait to listen to this. It's going to be one of my favorite shows. So let's go back right now. We're back into the show. We got Mark Norman, Louis Gomez.
Jay Gomez.
I want to ask you a question.
Yeah, and then we got, I don't think you can probably wait till I finish what I was doing, unless there's something on fire, or someone's going to die.
Oh, he's going to die any
All right.
day.
Joe List, Chris Scopo. Our guest was
Iliza
Shlesinger. She is, I mean, look, man. She's
hot. I'd lick her onus.
That's not what I was going to say. She's a cool chick. She's cool. She was cool, man. I know that you probably thought she was going to come in and you saw her. Oh my God, she was actually cool. She went with the flow. She's very funny.
Super cool.
And super cool, man. And she's very funny.
My only beef with her was she was like, I'm hot for a comedian. Like,
Yeah.
No, you're hot.
Look,
You're a hot girl. Don't
well,
you
you're-
think? Am I crazy?
Well, look at
Not doesn't do it for me.
Oh, wow.
Really?
I think she's really
I
hot,
think she's
really.
cool. She's
Yeah.
pretty. She's not to blow my cookie away. You know.
I'm not saying she's blowing me away, but you wouldn't. I don't think she's a comedian.
You
hot.
call
I
your
think she's hot.
You call
Hot.
your asshole Cookie?
Oh yeah. Cookie
What
crisp.
was the question you're going to ask?
It was about my iPhone.
You going to interrupt me?
I wanted to do it when it was off because I want to take photos, but I can't take any photos.
Just take
I have no data on my thing. I don't fucking know why.
You ran out of data.
Yeah, but I keep upgrading, and they says you can't take any more photos.
You probably have too much gay porn on there.
Well, yeah, but delete some of the photos on your phone.
I haven't. I deleted videos, photos, everything.
You sound like Kelly.
Oh boy.
Oh, Bobby!
That was
I
the
know what's
most
done on my phone.
mean thing you've ever said to me, and you've said some mean things to me.
Use the phone.
Okay.
Use this phone. Use my phone. Here, take it.
I'm still hurt by that.
I'm sorry.
You think she watches this? Sorry.
She listens.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Who
don't say
knows?
anything mean. She listens.
She's actually
Chasing
She's had a birthday.
kangaroos.
she's had a birthday, and
Can I ask you a question, Bob?
yes,
Well, I wanted to hear that thought.
yeah, right in the middle of my question. You both, you and Scopo. Well, yeah, right in the middle of my sentence. Good. What's your questions?
If Kelly moved back to New York, would you invite her back in on the podcast every single week? 'Cause hold on,
I would not.
before you answer.
I would not.
Really?
Thank you, Bobby.
Good question.
Why?
I'll tell you why.
I got
Wow.
Kumail now.
Because she's
What,
not
then-
funny.
It's Kamal.
Kumail. Sorry.
Well, then she's never going to come back. This is all she had.
I wouldn't ask her to come back because I think she needs to go forward.
Really?
You understand? I think
Oh,
she needs
tough
to.
love.
You know, I think she needs to go be a stand-up, and she's doing that right now. I was going to actually say that she's going on the road for a tour. She's doing a fucking tour. She's
It's
actually
a dirt road.
In the Outback.
She
She keeps gaining weight. She'll be huge.
He's back too. I love it.
I couldn't think with fucking McGee
Hottie
over
over
here.
here.
Yeah.
I think
She smelled my farts and my taint. I was freaking out.
You're too hard on yourself. You had some good zingers.
No, because Kelly's on the road. She's doing well. She just had a birthday.
She had a birthday. She's
42.
On, she's not 42, dude. She's
41.
She's 40.
That's how old she looks.
She's not.
She's definitely menopausal.
Listen, here's the deal. She's going on a tour. She just did 20 minutes, and I think she's got to do 50 minutes a night. So she's
50?
but she's forcing herself. She's forcing herself to not be in a comfortable position.
She's going to force herself to write 35 minutes
She's
of
going to force them
material.
to stay.
with the Australian change rate, you know. That's only 10 minutes.
First of all, she's doing it in Australia, so 50 minutes there is like 8 minutes here.
She's going to force them to give her the money before she goes on.
Any more fucking jokes with force in it?
Kelly sucks.
Force.
All right,
No, she's great. I love Kelly. I do miss Kelly, and I think that I
you
think
don't
you're making a
miss
mistake.
Kelly.
No,
I think
I'll
you should
tell you
stay back.
what.
You should have her on the show regularly.
I would have her.
Bring back Kelly. Bring back Kelly. Bring back Kelly.
I'm not putting any money in.
I would definitely bring her back. She could come on the show. Absolutely, she'd be one of the regular people. But I wouldn't have her on.
Bobby, she would just end up she'd be sitting on the steps every Tuesday outside of the cellar.
Because first of all, I think her leaving the show was a big deal for her. I think it was really good for her mentally because now
It's a big
she
deal for
was
us, too.
she
a
was
party.
the show was her. She needed to go. Like Scopo goes out and does stand up all the time everywhere. It's not
really,
good. I know. I'm
I
not
know.
saying.
LOL.
I'm not
It's
saying.
pretty much LOL in the Lantern, so...
Yeah, but
That
dude,
Lantern show's great.
You've done.
Thank
Look
you.
at you,
Nah,
but you've done some good stuff with me.
Yeah.
You're starting to get out there, but you're working your ass off to become a stand-up and to get into other places, and you're making those connections. But this show is actually, you're a partner with me in it now. You both of you assholes.
He may be working, but that
So-
ass isn't going anywhere.
You know what I mean? So it's not, Kelly left right when, you know what I mean? Things were gonna.
You got really famous?
She left at the
She
exact
left at,
wrong
like,
time.
yeah, the worst possible time she could leave, she left.
Look, I think she
Bobby
left.
can now afford her medical treatment. She left 3 months
If she would have came that day to the set like I did, she would have creamed herself.
Well,
Seeing everybody.
here's the deal. If she, I think she left at the perfect time because now she's only doing comedy. There's not this to worry about. There's not this to be excused. She's not. Oh, you're on Bobby. If you get something, it's not because you're on my podcast.
Right.
Or you booked my show. It's because you're funny. And you have to live and die by your stand-up
It's
now.
so funny what a different world it is, though, because Scopo doesn't get shit because he books the show. He's not been handed a goddamn
Nothing.
thing. But as a woman, you get it's so funny. It's just an easier path.
Let's
Because
not get carried away. He's done a lot of things with me.
yes, 100%. But
Yeah,
I
like
think
you, but I don't-
but nobody ever.
Yeah,
tries-
but people now. Anthony knows you. Ron Bennington knows you. Now it's up to you. If you had anything like Kelly, you'd be on those shows. You would have made those connections.
lopsided tits.
And let's not act like Kelly. Kelly wasn't working a bunch of clubs and everything. She wasn't getting a ton of stuff from this. I never saw her out. She wasn't at the cellar.
up?
She didn't get spots.
What's wrong?
Here's something.
Yeah, that's all right. Don't worry about
The
it.
ghost of Kelly.
Yeah.
That's all right.
It wasn't like Kelly was blowing up because of the show or anything.
Well, she blew up.
She was...
No, she look. What I'm saying is that she needs to be out there doing what she's doing. This show would have it was literally plateauing her into that. This would be what she'd be known for.
It was like a
Not
methadone.
Yeah, it's not a now she's gonna be known as a comic in wherever the fuck she is.
Right,
So
right.
if she came back here, she could definitely come on the show when she wanted to. But would she fucking come back on and be part of the crew? Absolutely not.
I agree. It's good she left because the more she stayed here, the more she was looking like you.
Yeah.
So it's probably for the
By the way,
best.
I think that's why the room is lopsided. It was because Kelly was on that side of the table for so long.
I'm not gonna. I don't
she
like,
warped the wood.
I don't like sitting in the seat.
Why?
I'm not a
Move
big
over
fan-
there.
I-
The cushion
no,
can spread out a little bit.
I'm not a big fan of the seat.
That's your seat.
It's just so...
Doesn't matter. You got to sit over there because you may. When I need you to go over there during the show to let somebody in or do something, you have to excuse me, the mic, this, and then Lewis is there, and it's a fucking noise. You can't. You got to sit there. It doesn't matter, dude. Suck it. Will you stop?
Yeah, please.
Stop with your fucking voodoo.
Please, you're moving into my house for God's sake. Isn't that exciting, Bob?
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
What do you mean?
Why are you letting him move in?
Because I needed someone to move in. My girlfriend was going to move in, but Dixon poo-pooed it.
What do
Why?
you mean Dixon poo-pooed it?
He poo-pooed.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What do you mean? Dixon said no, your girlfriend can't move in?
He was a little negative about it, so we had to go with another plan.
Maybe he is a rapist. I take everything back. All the time I defended him.
Don't call him a rapist.
I didn't call him a rapist.
You just did.
No, what's it called? Did
You said maybe
Keith
he
Malley.
is.
Keith and the girl?
Why is he calling him a rapist?
It's a whole thing.
It's the whole thing.
I mean, I don't want to get choked out. No, basically, Keith and Pat got into a fight at the creek, and then Keith went on the podcast and started shitting on him, and then a bunch of women wrote in and were like, yeah, well, he's touched me
creepy.
inappropriately, and then so Keith's like, well, fuck you, he's a rapist too.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was a whole thing, but I think
That's
it's blown
some
over.
crazy shit.
No, there was nothing like that. He was concerned about living with a couple, and it's a thing. I get it. People don't want to live with a couple.
Listen, let me tell you
I get
something.
that.
I agree with him.
I've said it before. I've had that policy.
I agree with him, man. You get a couple move in, all of a sudden it's their apartment and you're a guest.
Aha.
Yeah, if it's 3 guys, it's us. We
I would
come home.
say that if it wasn't Joe and Sarah.
Yeah, we're pretty low maintenance.
Yeah,
I
like,
think it would have been
they're-
fine.
Yeah,
but,
they're so
There's
like,
nothing you want to do when you're lonely and sad and you fucking don't have a girl. Come home and see 2 fucking giggling assholes making a fucking vine.
they're fucking they're cleaning their glasses and fucking counting fucking something.
That sucked. First of all, she doesn't have glasses. The second part fell off. You stink today. You had a couple towards the end of the first half, but other than that,
We ended on a good
Ugh.
one, Deal.
Yeah, you got a
yeah,
big
you had one
closer.
big one, so it looked like you did all right. It's what you close on, I guess. But man,
Actually, when you have clothes on, you stink. Thanks.
I wanted that to be good. That's why I made a noise. But
So,
anyways, we got Scopo moving in. His big fat ass.
now,
Yeah.
Scopo, you
Now,
move.
I'm a little worried he's gonna flake though, because his parents live 10 minutes away. I'm not gonna be happy till he's in there.
That's perfect, though. He'll never be there.
I already paid Canada the money. I'm moving in.
Well, you gave Canada the money, but you haven't paid us anything.
Who's Canna?
By the way, Canner, that's a great
Who
story
the
for
fuck
Bobby.
is that?
You have to tell Bobby that story
Who
about
is
Canner's
Canner?
fucking apartment.
Oh, you should have Jason Canner on. He's the one who had the issue with Voss, but they're all made up now. They're friends
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, he's
That's
the one
the
who got
guy-
his rib broken by Voss.
Yeah, he's the guy who gets drunk and nobody likes him.
Yeah.
No, people love him. I love him. He's my best friend.
You say that about everybody. Dan, Lewis is your.
I've
everybody's
never
your
said
fucking-
Lewis is my best friend. Are you kidding me?
So my son is his best friend.
Yeah, I love the baby, but Lewis.
You say everybody's your fucking best friend.
Well, this guy really is.
No, he's not your best friend. I don't believe it.
All right. Well, Mark's my best friend, but he's up there.
What the fuck does that mean?
Scopo's my best friend.
All right, so who's this Cantor?
Jason Cantor, I live with him for years.
Okay.
He's a great guy. He's a really funny comedian. He's an underrated comic. And anyways, so he submitted for this artist housing on the Upper East Side. 53,000 people submitted, 89 units. He got one of them.
Wow.
It's an old schoolhouse. It looks like
Beautiful.
Shawshank. It's this spectacular building, 99th between 2nd and 3rd.
Unbelievable.
It was built in 1898. Wow. It's all refurbished.
Same year
Jesus.
Bobby was born.
It looks like a Stanley Kubrick film. You walk and the lights start turning on with you. Wow. It's like 20-foot ceilings, hardwood floors. You got a studio opened up, all windows out into the city. It's spectacular.
He looks like he's in a mess hall, a studio apartment. It's insane.
It's crazy.
What street is it again?
99th between 2nd and 3rd. You want to hear the rent?
$500.
$500 a month permanently.
No way.
Doesn't go up. $500 a month.
Permanently.
You know how I know that?
How?
Because they have one of those buildings on 43rd and 10th.
10th. Yeah.
Right by my old doorman building that I lived in. And
It's not artists though. That's just low.
no, it's
income.
artists.
Isn't it
It's
low
SAG.
income?
It's SAG. Artists, yeah.
SAG.
Yeah, it's actors. So there's a lot. You'll see a lot of actors from back in the day sitting out in front of it. Like, oh man, that's that motherfucker from that Christmas special.
Right.
Like you don't know them, but they got that fucking. It's $500. That's
Wow.
crazy.
Just Steve Gutenberg on the stoop.
I think it's great. That's fucking awesome.
It's
and
crazy.
He's there forever.
I mean, as long as he wants.
Can
I
he
guess.
sublet it or no? He can't.
No, there's a bunch of rules with that. But,
Here's the
but
problem.
now he can make as much money as he wants. If
Here's
he
the-
makes 300
Right.
grand, he can keep paying $500 a month.
Here's the problem with that. That's like having a good T-shirt joke at the end of your act,
Aha.
and you buy 3,000 T-shirts. You can't not evolve as a you can't end on anything else except that fucking joke.
It's kind of a curse.
It's a curse. It's a blessing now, but
Right.
there'll be a point where it's like I got to make a decision. Do I
It's
have?
not- it's- you have to mentally think of it as you were just given $1,000 a month, and just think of it as the cash. And eventually, when that cash isn't as valuable, because you put that like the whole
What the
situation.
wait a minute. Stop. I might be dumb. I might be.
Let
it
me
might be
finish
me.
my point. Let me finish
well,
my point.
the beginning of it, I don't get. So how the fuck am I gonna let you
If you
finish?
He's very
think-
serious. Like, he
If
goes
you
like this.
think of it, shut
What-
up.
what
I
does he
get
do?
glued into it. He gets very serious
If-
with his talking.
Yeah, because he took a course at a community college on public speaking. Don't push the mic away.
So let me finish.
All right, go ahead.
If you think of it as this fucking crazy deal in this crazy apartment with these huge ceilings and this, oh my God, I literally hit the lottery. If you think of it like that, you're going to be very attached to the sexiness of everything. If you think of it as it's a $1,500 a month, that's your saving, which is what he's saving. Then
He's
you
not though.
What do you mean saving?
He's paying almost the same rent, actually.
No. If he were to have that apartment.
Oh, I see. Yes.
So if you just think of it as winning that money, and eventually when the $1,500 a month doesn't become that much money to you, you can move on from it.
Do you understand how he lives his life? Do you get it? Like the rest of us go, I have this much money, this is my rent, and this is how much I have. He actually has to do fucking Gomez math in his head to create this alternate universe.
You're saying that it's a blessing.
Honey, we won $1,500 a month. What the fuck is that?
Sitting there waiting for $1,500 to come in the mail. You know?
Dude, I'm saving $1,500 a month. No, he's not. He's actually making it so he doesn't have. You can be dangerous in there because you don't have to try. Listen, my theory is this: when I moved to New York, I found the building I wanted was on 43rd. Between 10th and 11th, there was a doorman building. I said, I want to live there. Okay? I'm living there. And my wife was like, at the time, my girlfriend, what?
Put Joe on the spot. I want to say hello.
Okay, hang on.
Joe who?
Hang
Joe
on.
Yannetti.
Joe Yannetti. Hey, Joe, you're on the YKWD live right now with.
Because I wanted to say hello.
Because Joe, well, I would like to say hello too.
Oh, sorry.
I was the best man at his wedding. Yeah, you're on with Mark Norman, Luis Gomez.
Louis J. Gomez.
Joe List.
Joe List, one of my favorite people in the world.
Oh, you too, Joe. I love you. That's why I wanted to say hello.
He's your best friend.
That's enough, Joe. Shut up.
Chris Scopo. You know, you've heard of Chris Scopo?
No.
That was the right answer. That really was the right answer.
I love that he gave 2 no's. He went, nope. What's up, buddy? What's happening?
No, I'm actually on a plane right now on my way to San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Really? How's the cancer? Is it still gone?
Cancer's gone.
Yes.
Cancer's gone. Yep.
Nice.
I'm clean bill of health. Actually,
Nice.
I got a phone call about 10 minutes ago that my blood work was normal. Everything's good.
That's awesome. Joe, for you guys who don't know, he had throat cancer from eating pussy.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Must have been good at it.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to actually eat it. I think you're supposed to lick it.
Yeah, but I am sitting on an airplane surrounded by people, so I'm taking part in this conversation.
Just put us on speaker for 1 second.
No.
All right. Well, listen, dude. What are you going to San Juan for? To do shows or your vacation?
Meeting a cruise ship. It's work.
All right, buddy. You're back on cruises all year, right?
Yeah, this is my second road trip.
All right, buddy. Well, I love you to death. I'll call you. I probably shouldn't say that to somebody who just recovered from cancer.
Well, Andy's on a plane right now.
And he's on a plane.
And is about to take off on an airplane.
All right. Well, all right. I love you, buddy.
I love you too, man.
Call me from the ship if you can.
I love you too, Joe.
Absolutely.
Love you,
Bye,
bro.
brother.
I like you a lot.
Everybody loves you. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Joe.
Goodbye.
Great guy.
great guy.
Really fucking great guy.
Joe Yannetti was the only guy in Boston who saw me do a set, and he was like, "Whoever you're not working for, we can take care of that. I'll recommend you for anyone you're not working for that you want to work for."
Same guy. Same with me. Wednesday night, he came back from L.A. after New York writing for the Rosie O'Donnell show when it first was on the air, and he came back. He had his own night Wednesday night at the Colloons. Put me up every Wednesday, no matter what. He's like, "You just fucking come by.
Yeah,
I'll put you
he
up."
was doing warm up for The View. He recommended me to get that job, and I took over his gig for like 4 years. It was amazing.
I don't get it.
That's because Lewis was trying to jump on our thing.
Well, was that a bit?
What was the joke?
That was a bit.
No, it happened. It all happened.
All right, let's go back to your fucking weird fucking thought.
What
okay?
thought?
Oh, the 1,500.
I say this. That I told my wife, I go, look, if you have to make $2,000 a month, you'll make it. That's just the way we are. You'll
I'd love
bring.
to tell B that. B, if you got to make this money, just fucking make it.
Here's the thing: I go, look, if you have to work waitressing or whatever the fuck you're gonna do, and I gotta work and do whatever I have to do to make that money, we'll do it. It will happen. It
By
will
the way,
come.
you've told me that theory. I said that theory, and I credit you with that. So
Yeah.
you shouldn't poo-poo him while he's saying it,
I'm
because
not
you've said it to
poo-pooing
me.
him. I was just poo-pooing him on making his wife work more in order to afford the apartment.
See,
But
but
she
I
didn't-
credit you with that
But
theory.
I completely agree. It's
But
a
she
secret.
didn't.
That's the secret.
She didn't even have to work. She didn't. More gigs came in. Something happened. I booked something, and all of a sudden the money was fucking there. So it just when you put yourself in the position where you have to do something, I believe you raise the stakes.
That is the specific concept of the secret.
I know.
I 100% believe it.
So I believe that. So if you put yourself in a position where you don't have to make money, that to me can be dangerous.
This is why I think I didn't understand that's what you meant.
Right.
So when you were saying dangerous, I thought you meant that it was like
because it was
it's
up in
dangerous 'cause you're
Harlem?
not, because you're not going to want to leave that scenario. You're just going to want to just stay in that scenario the whole time. Not so much that the work thing. Just it was just kind of like you'll get complacent with that apartment and you won't try to get a bigger and better apartment.
But he's a Jew. He's good with money, and also he's basically paying the same rent he was before. He
But
just has a nicer
it is
place.
going to be hard to give that up. Because when you got something like that can go forever, but you can't sublet it, you can't do all that shit. It's hard. It's hard to give. It's really.
You should never get. It should be you get good enough to where you could afford another apartment, and that's just your secondary apartment. Like a place in Brooklyn, that's the place you keep in Manhattan.
Can he do that?
Yes, he can. Why not?
Yeah,
You can do that. You can buy a place in L.A. or something.
Yeah,
He does well
you
too.
buy
He
coastal.
does well financially.
Okay, but here you are. Now you get a chick. She's smoking hot.
He has that.
You want to get a bigger place. You want a little more room. You don't want to live in a fucking studio. You want to live closer downtown. You want to live in Brooklyn. You want a yard. How do you give that up?
But you don't.
I feel the same way with my current living situation. I was like, I want to live with my girlfriend, but I'm like, I'm paying $540 a month. It's fucking great. She's got her own room, and then I split the cable.
Sexy. There's 50,000 people listening.
I split the cable bill. I pay $40 a month. I got NHL Network, NBA Network, Major League Baseball Network, HBO, Showtime,
exactly
Stars.
The opposite. I pay out of my asshole. I live 2 blocks away, and I barely have Netflix. I steal Netflix.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. That's why I tried to
pay
leave.
more?
I live in the West Village.
Oh, you live 2 blocks away from here.
Yeah.
Well,
that's what I didn't consider.
You pay out of your fucking asshole, but you also live right here.
I'm right here. I can walk to the cellar.
I made that choice when I moved. I was like, I lived uptown, and then when I moved back, I'm like, I want to live right in Midtown Manhattan.
Yes.
So
it's worth it. Because look, and dude,
worth it.
just in taxis alone, the amount of money that I spend on taxis every fucking week is the difference between us living in Midtown and living in Harlem. So there's really no difference.
That's because you're a knucklehead. You don't leave on time. I never take taxis ever.
No, I just can't.
I live in Queens and I don't take
like
cabs.
Insane ADD. I can't be on a subway platform waiting for a train. Any of the stations that don't have the timers.
But that's what I'm saying. That's your problem. That's not because you live in Harlem.
Yeah, but the app actually tells you when the train's coming exactly.
But
phone doesn't have
not
apps.
every line, and my phone does have apps.
So you take
Why
cabs
can't you get a
constantly.
fucking new phone?
I have a fucking Android. It's the biggest seller besides iPhone. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but why can't you get a better one?
Because
like
by the
a
way,
Samsung or
no,
something.
I did look into the Samsung, and the
Why,
only
don't get mad. I'm just asking a question.
I'm telling you.
The secret would be to have the best phone, then you'll make more money.
Touche.
The difference was more storage space and more battery life. For me to spend literally $600 versus $150 on a phone for more battery life and more storage space, it made absolutely no sense.
Why? That's exactly why I do it.
Why?
Because it's better.
I don't run out of storage,
and
and my battery
fucking
doesn't die.
$600, $200.
No, they're not. Samsung, are you crazy?
I can get one for $200.
The new Samsung is fucking $650. Dude. You have to finance that shit.
No.
Tech Talk with Bobby and Lewis.
It's not. I'm telling you, it's a $650 phone, and I got this one for $150.
Is there anybody in the chat room? What are the chat room saying?
Boring.
No, actually, the chat room's pretty good. I like these guys, and they love you.
They do love me.
We have some comments. Back when List showed his chest, Fuck Yo TV says, disappointing, to be honest.
Ooh. What was it?
Disappointing.
In my chest?
When you showed your stomach.
Oh, showing off my stomach. I thought it was pretty good.
I was disappointed.
Well, she made a bunch of jokes about how I have the body of a child. I think I got a pretty good body.
Yeah.
She was
I would
close.
think, I would say I have the third best body in here. This thing's dumpy.
Yeah.
Norman has like a weird secret body that you don't know about. And Deepu is shit, I can tell. And
No, he's doing all right.
Bobby.
What the fuck, man?
I'm saying it's fine. I'm not making a joke. I'm just saying if we're going to rank.
All right, what else we got?
And Lewis, in his body, he's fat.
He is. He's fat.
It's not true.
This is what bugs me about Lewis.
Picture that you saying that to the scale. Not true.
Yeah, what else we got?
Back when we were talking about comedy clubs.
What the fuck is in the chat live?
Okay, I mean,
Right
it's
the
just
fuck
random.
now.
Now I want to hear this thought, though.
All right, we're gonna go back to Deepu's. There's Deepu's chat and my chat. So let's go to Let's go to my chat right now. What's
Okay,
live?
Aidan Clancy says Bobby's fat.
Why would you not go to that? Why would you not go to that? Much funnier. My chat is always funnier than your chat. Go ahead.
Elementero says Note 4 is $700.
Oh, look at
Samsung
that.
Note 4 is $700.
Dick face.
So get the Note 3. It's 2.
But it doesn't matter. This one's one. What does it matter?
It's a better phone.
It doesn't. You're a
phone's
status
shit.
guy. You're a fucking
Your
status
phone-
guy.
No, I'm a fucking.
You're a status guy.
He's very LA.
I'm a tech guy, and your phone's gone.
You and
Ever since
Eliza, you should go fucking be on the West Coast together.
Ever since you got the show, you've been really weird, man.
Go ahead. What's next?
What was the comedy club
Don't
thing?
just go to the next one.
Fuck Yo TV says Lewis's body looks like he's carrying a child.
It's not true.
All right, go to your chat.
Is Kelly writing in?
Very possible. Paul Dean Jones. Back when we were talking about comedy clubs.
We get it.
Yeah.
What did he say? What's the comedy club? I'm done.
Bobby keeps cutting me off. I don't know what to say.
Say
I
it.
don't know. It's called being funny. Go ahead.
Come on, Aziz.
Now. Aziz.
Paul Jean Doe says the truth. So many comedians say, why don't they do it like the Cellar? Because Louis C.K. isn't dropping in at LOL, and there's not a queue outside.
See?
Well, they tell them they're going to drop in every night, so.
see?
That's also
I know
true.
they fucking lied to
See,
people.
I agree. That person pointed out that I had a great point. And then she poo-pooed.
No, but that's not true either. The reason Louis C.K. drops into the Comedy Cellar is because they do it right, okay? It's not because he just started fucking doing it. No, the clubs that do it wrong, the reason that people don't go to fucking Eastville or LOL is because they do it wrong, and other comics talk about how they do it wrong.
That's what I said. They did it, that's what I'm saying. They do it wrong. They don't care about the community. But what I'm saying is there's a comedy club that's open, like Noam says, that they're just a comedy club, so they're open for 2 hours. They're trying to make the money. They're not kicking anyone out because they desperately need that drink money. Whereas the Cellar goes, you talked, get the fuck out of here. We don't care if you run your business.
I don't know if it's exactly that clear as that. I don't know. I think no. The people at the Cellar care about the show. I don't know if they're going like, oh, well, we have enough people, so now we can care about the show more. I don't agree with
Well,
that.
I think there's a prestige of the Cellar.
There's literally been comedy clubs that are like, we can't throw them out. We need the customers.
Yeah, but they're not doing it right, and they will never be where the Cellar's at. Right.
Of
Okay,
course.
I'm saying people that look, the Stand did it right. I was there when the Stand opened up. I lived 2 blocks from there. Those guys had nobody there. Even though I fucking hate to say, they fucking did it right. They legitimately,
amazing.
they made it. They do the checks at the end. If people are talking, they fucking go immediately and tell them to shut the fuck up. They made sure every aspect of it was geared toward the comedians and the audience having the best show possible.
And they're now the second best
But
club in
hold
the
on,
city.
they didn't have the audience members there originally, so they did make the. They needed the people just as much as the next guy needs the people, but they made the decision to do it right. So it's not about.
I'm not justifying what they're doing. I'm saying that's
no,
why
Joe,
they're
you
doing
were fucking arguing with me.
I'm saying that's why they do it, though. That's why certain comedy clubs don't kick people out because they're like, we need these people.
No more yelling on the podcast anymore.
I didn't yell.
I'm kidding.
The Stand also had some big drop-ins too.
Well, the Stand did it right because they courted comedians.
Yes.
They went after the next guys that were coming up.
Right.
And they treated them great. They gave them a home.
That's exactly
And then
right.
they courted the big comedians, okay? And they always make them feel fucking wanted.
And everyone
like if
talks
you come
about
here.
it.
And then they go on social media and they're fucking throwing these photos and Instagram and people are like, "Shit, man, where's this place?" Other than
Bill Burr.
Exactly. And if Bill went there and whoever sees that fucking where's that? I want to fuck.
Right.
Why can't I get up? And then they go there.
Well, it's also your buddies. Like, you'll go there, you'll be like, "Oh, dude, I fucking had a burger at this place. It was great. Oh, that's that new club." You talk about it in a very positive light, and then everyone goes, "I want to go and check that out." But when you're talking about it in a negative light, where it's just all tourists,
I don't like I don't like the fact that when I go there, I don't immediately get asked if I want to go up.
Oh, is that
That's
right?
why I don't go. That's why I don't go there.
Interesting.
I don't go there because they won't book me.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I go all the time because they book me and I'm grateful for it and I love them. And if you guys are listening, I can't thank you.
It is. Let me tell you
Club is
something.
killer.
It is a great club.
good
I really
club.
do. And what's her name that runs it? What's her name?
Christina.
No, Christina. And who was the other girl?
Adele.
Fucking
And they have the hottest wait staff.
Hottest.
Oh my god, yeah, it's so hot. They only hire hot girls.
It's fucking
Adele.
wacky.
Adele. I'm actually chewing a little gum because I got an email or a text about a tweet about stop chewing fucking gum.
Yeah, I
pissed
saw
me
that
off.
actually.
Yeah, so I put a little gum in just for you, baby. Anyways, what else is in the chat room?
Fuck Yo TV says, did you guys hear about Bieber
Yes.
being the new roast?
I posted that today. He's getting roasted by Comedy Central, which is insane. That big of a celebrity.
Oh, I'm going to submit to that puppy.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
They were wondering if anyone
I
knew
like
about the
Bieber.
billing for the.
I think Bieber's cool.
When is the
I love
have a
Bieber.
date or
I'm
a
down with him.
I think
down.
Bieber's the shit, dude.
Yeah.
I'll be your date.
Justin
Thank you.
Bieber?
Justin
Yeah.
Bieber's the shit, dude.
Yeah, he's a 20-year-old 100 millionaire. Who wouldn't be an asshole?
Yeah. I mean, look, he's
No,
a good-looking kid.
Yeah,
Bobby, when you were 20, think about all the stupid shit you did.
Yeah,
You
and
still
you
have
had
the
a-
world watching you, and you didn't have $100 million.
If you had an unlimited amount of money to do whatever the fuck you want, whenever you wanted, you wouldn't be an asshole?
But why do you like him?
No, I'm an asshole with a fucking few grand in the bank, so I understand what you're saying. But
No, it's not that I like him because he's an asshole. I
Yeah.
don't think he's an asshole. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh.
I think he's just a normal kid who's learning how to live
don't-
life.
you don't
He
think-
egged his neighbor's house. Who cares?
Yeah.
But
Have
wait
you
a
never,
minute.
I threw an egg at Joe List. He's one of my best friends.
I guarantee.
True.
I guarantee fucking T. If you hang out with him for a fucking afternoon, if you went with him for a night somewhere, like a couple
Yeah,
days,
best night of your life.
No, I guarantee you'd be like, this guy's a fucking idiot. I guarantee you'd be like, this fucking kid's a fucking
Yeah, because
asshole. I guarantee
as I'm
it.
speeding down the East River on a jet ski, this kid's a real asshole.
you got models at the
Just
club.
fucking two chicks with their
Victoria's
arms around me.
Secret angels only hanging around with
That's
you.
Lewis's idea of like $1 million hang. Jet skis in the East River. Just filthy fucking water.
That's what his father
Projects.
promised him. Someday we make so much money, Louis. We get jet ski going to East River underneath
My
the
father's
bridge.
Scarface.
If you wanted, you could go on a boat in Queens.
Wow.
Well, I mean, I had the initial thing. I think I should get some credit for that.
What was that thing that somebody robbed somebody?
Someone asked if Mark could tell a story about the old woman that Mark knobbed last week. Is that a thing?
You fucked an old woman?
It was either mobbed or
Oh,
knobbed.
I got blown by an old woman.
You got blown by an
Yeah,
old
it
chick.
was a crazy night, I'll tell
Hang
you.
on one second.
How old?
Well, yeah, what's old to you?
I want to say
Scopo, how old's your mom?
66.
Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. Where?
Arlington, Virginia.
Arlington, fucking Virginia.
Did the draft house. Had a crazy night. I got 3 girls back to my hotel. They were in like a what do you call those? Like
A hovercraft?
A jet ski?
a support. They were in like a group together. They were like swinging,
the purple hats.
swinging groups. Like a swinger group,
A swinger. They're swingers.
like a meetup group.
They're
Yeah.
meetups.
At your comedy
One
show?
of the meetups.
Yeah.
John Favreau.
So
They're
I
in a
got
meetup.
I got them all. It was a hot white chick, a hot black chick, and an old lady, 66, I'd say.
Yeah, okay.
And I was talking to them all night, and they were super annoying, super whatever. They were
While you're
hammered.
doing your show.
No, after the show. I was
Okay.
hanging out with them.
So, yeah.
And so I was like,
At the place or somewhere else?
at a different bar.
So you took these girls to a different bar?
Yeah.
Okay.
And after a while, they were so annoying. I knew I could probably hook up, but I was like, I'd rather just leave. Like, that's how annoying they were.
Okay.
And so I was like, I'm going to go back to my hotel. And they go, we're going with you. And that was it. They come back touring each other out. I'm like high-fiving people. I'm dancing. It's a great night.
Wait, there was
And-
dudes there too?
No, just me.
You and 3 chicks?
Yeah.
Did they all blow you?
No, just the old lady.
And they didn't touch you at all?
No, well, it turns out one of them was married. And
So she could just eat each other's box.
What?
So she'd rather eat pussy than touch
Pussy.
your little
Yeah.
your ding
yeah,
ding.
and the black chick was a lesbian.
And hated white guys.
Probably at AIDS.
Probably, yeah.
I support Sherrod.
What?
Thank you. And then the old chick was the only one left.
So she said what?
So
Large Marge sent me.
Please tell me you didn't have to kiss her fucking smelly dentures.
nothing, no kissing.
You didn't
she was
kiss
a
her?
real pro. She said she had a thing for domination.
Really?
So I let her dominate
Dalmatians, dogs.
me. Cruella
She was
de
the
Vil.
old lady. Yeah.
Corella DeVille.
Corella DeVille. You got a knob job from Corella DeVille. So what'd she say to you, dude? So you go back to the room. The other two ladies are eating each other out.
Yeah.
So you didn't have a king. You had a double bed.
I had 2 doubles. Yeah.
Oh, you're not there yet. But listen,
It's Arlington. They don't have kings.
well, when I go, it's a mandatory. So I knew that was coming as soon as I said it. I was like, here it comes. So
Need a king bed and a rail in the bathtub.
you need that for your dates. Hey, I'm thinking of getting blown tonight. Can I have one of those handicap rooms?
I was gonna do a jitterbug callback, but we're past it.
So you're back in the room.
Yeah.
Now these girls, are you in your underwear? Are you naked?
No, I was just watching, sipping a beer, watching these 2 girls make out, and the old lady was trying to get in, but they were like boxing her
But there was
out.
no ramp.
They were boxing her out. No,
You know why they were boxing around? Because they didn't want to have to lick that dusty snatch.
that box.
Yeah, they didn't want to have her to peel off her fucking pajama bottoms.
Right, and she didn't want a thing to do with me. I think she was more into these chicks.
Yeah?
Because that's why they join these groups. Because they're like, how do I hook up with girls?
So you were the fat chick.
Yes. I was
Wow.
I was my place. I was the fat chick. Like, I'll shelter you guys.
So you gave them a roof and
Gave
some
'em a roof.
beers.
Yeah.
And they were eating each other out. Was it sexy watching them eat each
Oh, it was
other
hot. I
out?
took a photo. I sent it to you. I don't have
Yeah, I
the
got
photo
a
anymore.
Can I see it?
I don't have it anymore.
You guys are fucking lying.
I swear to
No, I
God,
got
I
it.
sent
You're
the photo.
fucking
I'll
lying.
try to
Why
find it,
is
but it
it
was we
pussy?
texted.
Yeah,
it.
why
Why do you guys delete photos? Like
No,
I
that?
got a
You're
new
single.
phone. I got a new phone.
Come on.
I got lost some photos.
It's on the cloud.
Yeah,
I'll get it for you if you want it.
Please.
All right. So now this old lady, what does she say to you?
So she's kind of like pouting on my bed.
Really?
Like, oh, they're going at it, blah blah blah. And she was old, so I wasn't like going after it. I was just blown away. These 2 girls are going at it, so I was satisfied.
Right.
And then they all decide to leave. They get into like a fight. They all decide to leave. They all leave. Thanks.
Wait
whatever.
a minute. Why did they get into a
Back
fight?
The black chick and the white chick. I was like a race war. I don't know.
No,
something
seriously,
happened.
what happened?
Something happened. I can't remember. Like,
She say, "Oh, this smells like syrup."
oh no.
By the way, when there's this much blanking in a story, you know something weird fucking happened that Mark's
Dude,
trying to.
I mean,
Yeah.
I was hammered. The old chick was trying to get in. They hated the old chick.
So
by
they
the
hated
way.
her.
was
They
choking
hated
you.
the old
Okay.
chick,
Were they
yeah.
in the same hotel or were they somewhere else?
They lived there.
Okay, so now they have a car downstairs.
Yes.
All 3 cars or 1
We
car?
all came in 1 car.
1 car. So now they get into a fight. The black now they're eating pussy and
Yeah. something happened.
So was it racial?
No, it wasn't racial.
It was a little uncomfortable, a little something.
One of them was like, I can't keep doing this, yada yada
Oh,
yada.
the boyfriend husband
Something
thing,
like
right? Yeah.
that,
Okay,
yeah.
so she got a conscience.
She got a conscience.
And then they get up. All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And then you're sitting there. Fuck, what's going on?
I'm sitting there, and all of them leave. The old chick's like, I don't want to be in the room with you either.
Right.
So,
So you start jerking off in front of the mirror, saying your own name,
yeah.
yelling quips and funny jokes.
I was facing Mecca, yelling Allah.
Yeah,
And
screaming at Sherrod. You want a motherfucker? You want some of this? I'll fucking smack your face. You don't run the light, bitch. Fucking grab my face. I'll fucking grab your face, you cunt.
And then you hear a little tettering at the door. Excuse me, Sonny, I forgot my cane.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happened.
Oh,
Right.
she forgot her
So
cane.
apparently, this is how bad it got. The 2 younger broads
Yeah.
sped off and left her.
Wow.
So she's there in the
She had a hip
lobby.
replacement.
She's trying to catch a cab, you know,
Right.
and there's nothing going on for her.
There's
so
no handicap cabs.
there's no horse and buggy.
There's no van cabs.
Jeez.
Okay, so
So I'm laying there, I'm watching, you know, whatever, and
Amy Schumer special.
I'm taking notes. on Amy Schumer special, and
Yeah, boss.
there's a rat-a-tat-tat on the door. She's got a nightcap on and a candle.
dancing.
Yeah, and I go, hey, what's going on? And at first, my first thought was like, oh fuck, I
She's
gotta
here to
hang out
take you to
with
the
this
past to see all your mistakes.
It's the ghost of pussy past. So I let her in, and she's like, oh, I couldn't get a cab.
She was like, I'm tired.
Yeah,
She needs a nap.
I didn't make it to the elevator. My blood sugar's low. Do
poor
you have any
fucking-
orange juice?
luckily I'd Metamucil. And
Okay.
so she's like in a huff. She's like, ah, and she like goes right into bed and like pulls the covers over her. And I
You're
was like,
kidding me.
Holy shit! All right. So then I'm laying in my other double, and I go to bed. We both go to bed. I wake up. She's in my bed. The sun's out. You know the whole thing. And I'm
she's
like,
up
oh,
early.
The lights are coming through.
yeah. And it's like old lady, no makeup.
Yeah,
now.
they wake up at like 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah, she was doing a crossword puzzle. And
Sure, she knitted you a sweater.
yeah. She had a lot of hard candy. So she's laying in my bed, and I'm just like, I'm still drunk. I'm like, she's here. So I just start squeezing stuff, you know. And
what?
You could tell she was like a hot young chick. Like she
You
was
were
big jugs
playing
and
with her back fat.
Yeah, I was playing with her liver spots. And,
1, 2, 3. All right, so you're trying to unsnap a bra,
Trying to
but
unsnap
there's
a bra.
900 clamps.
Yeah.
All right, so you're kissing Ben Franklin. Go.
All right, you
All
go to
right.
rub her hair and some of it comes out in your hand. You scream, go.
All right. She keeps yelling, "Where's the beef?" And,
She meant teeth. Where's my teeth? All right, go ahead.
so I keep trying to like kiss her. And
Ah,
I was like,
why?
oh, what's the fucking difference?
What? There's a big difference between fucking. That's like kissing somebody's asshole.
Well, she got. It was. She kept.
Oh.
She looked like one of those dogs with all the wrinkles. You know what I'm
Yeah,
talking about?
she
What's
looked like
that?
an old lady.
There you go.
She looked like you were about to kiss a fucking old cunt.
Right. She looked like bitter beer face.
Oh.
And so she won't. She keeps moving away. Like,
Yeah, because she's
dodging
like,
me.
this kid's out of his mind.
I guess.
This kid lost it. What the fuck? Why does he want to kiss me?
She didn't remember what somebody trying to kiss her was like. It's been 30 years.
She was actually the
My
woman.
breath smells like Pepsodent.
Pepsodent, wow. She was the woman when we won World War II in Times Square and they took her over. That was her.
Now.
Yeah. So
all right, so she's got a big blue diamond she wants to throw into the river.
The East River.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So she won't let me kiss her, and I'm like, all right, what do I try for like a
And
couple
then these
minutes?
aliens come and take her up into fucking space. Come on, Cocoon. Let's do this.
Yeah, we knew that Cocoon.
right.
Yeah, we knew.
All right, good.
So she won't let me, and I'm like, all right, whatever. So I just roll over the other way. I'm like, well, you got in bed with me. I'm just gonna go roll over.
So you guys having a fight, your first fight?
I guess so. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, be your first and last 'cause she fucking died.
Probably.
Play Sunny.
So I roll over, and then as I roll over, she whips me back around the other way.
Right.
And
She gives you a nickel. Here you go, little boy.
Pulled it out of his ear.
Yeah. So she whips me over. She like gets on top of me, pulls my pants off, undoes the belt, and just starts blowing
She
me.
starts ironing your pants for you.
Amazing, BJ. Unbelievable. Like
Of course, there was no teeth.
no teeth and no limits. Just no inhibitions. Just going at it.
Yeah.
I finish in like 4 minutes. Just shoot it all over the place.
Right.
She takes every gulp
Oh,
of it.
you combed in old lady hair?
No, right in the mouth. She never moved.
She took it all.
Took it all. And
Yeah, she
didn't
needs the vitamins.
You literally gave her an extra 3 minutes of life.
She actually was trying to suck the life out of your dick.
She wanted the youth.
Yeah, it's like a witch.
Right. So she, and it was one of those weird, you know, when a girl usually you to kind of like flinch a little, like make weird
Of
faces.
course she is. She's 97. She's
Nothing.
been doing it for 75 years.
I think she blew Dean Martin or something. Like she was a fucking pro. And then I was like, oh my god, that was wild. And then she was like, yeah, wiped her mouth and left.
She wiped her mouth and left.
That was it.
Yeah, that's
She
crazy.
went and got the early bird.
Yeah. You should have hung out this afternoon. You got a discount on the movies.
I know.
She have an old lady name?
Never got the name.
You never got her name?
Say
Beatrice.
Meredith.
Yeah.
Helga.
Yeah, Gladys. I don't know.
You never got. That's the best. Not getting the name.
I love it.
Dude. I was fucking a chick one time from behind, and then I just whispered in her ear. I was like, "What's my name?" And she goes, "I don't know." I was like, "Oh,
Perfect.
Came right inside of her.
That is
So
very
nice,
nice.
too.
That's how we made
That's
James.
because she didn't want you to do it.
Yeah, and she still has 9 more years to report you.
Yeah, that statement is just ridiculous. That's just like scary. The only person that would get that is Bill Cosby.
I said, "What's my name?" She was like, "Please don't hurt me."
How about Ben Kronberg had a great joke. He goes, this has been a weird year. I just found out my all-time favorite rapist is a comedian.
How about fucking what's his name? He's really pissed at Cosby.
Chris Rock?
No,
Hannibal?
Oh,
no,
Judd
Hannibal's
Apatow.
not. Judd Apatow.
He's
man.
furious.
Oh, what happened there? I didn't read that.
He is fucking not having any of it.
Yeah.
What happened with that? What did he say?
Well, it's like it was Comedy Hero, and he's got daughters. I don't know. He's all worried.
And so he's released a blog or what?
He's on every podcast. He calls in and talks about it. He might call this one.
Boy, he's
Wow.
outraged, huh? Nice guy, that Judd
Great
Apatow.
guy. Great
Jed,
guy.
let me tell you something. A
Hate
lot of people
rapists.
I opened
gave.
for the door. I opened the door with him one time to the cellar. Nice.
Yeah, we had
That's your,
conversation.
that's
with
your
him.
fucking credit.
Yeah.
The one
I
time he was
said-
walking out, I opened the door.
I think he mentioned
I
that
got to
to
take
me.
it. You know,
He actually he mentioned that to me too.
So that big ass guy with the weird hair really opens the door.
What's that girl's name?
I
that-
said big fan. He says thank you.
what's he gonna say? Fuck off.
Yeah.
Well, he's a nice guy, so no.
Wouldn't it be funny if you tied a bandana around your wrist?
I,
He's directing the new Pee Wee Herman movie.
How ironic.
He is.
He is Judd Apatow. Yeah.
well, he actually came down. A lot of people was giving him shit because he was doing spots or whatever. And it's like, are you out of your mind? He came down and
Who was giving him shit?
just some
Why not talk
comics
like
He was calling in every spot.
calling
Yeah, he was
in,
putting his avail. Yeah.
putting in his avails, doing his fucking
Saying,
time,
"I
which,
won't bump
which,
anybody."
which Mark Norman loves. You know what I mean?
Love
We know
that.
Not going over the
doing
light.
his time, and he was writing funny fucking jokes.
And then also getting there and then just making
And
sure
he was
that
bombing.
everyone has to get out at a certain time. He would ask
Yes.
everyone to make sure that he wasn't getting anybody.
Until fucking Amy came in one night and said, you can just bump people.
Right,
You know,
right.
and he said, oh, can I? Yeah, fucking goddamn it. Then he bumped me.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Then you called him and you said, don't ever fucking do that again.
Yeah, and then he pushed my face against the wall and mushed it. I said, what, motherfucker? And I backed down and I cowered.
It's pretty good.
All right, well, listen, this has been a fantastic show. We're going to wrap it up. What?
I gotta run.
Okay, you can say that.
Well, I wanted to just give my listening live Toronto fans.
Well, yeah, well, we can do we're fucking like 2 minutes over. Can you just
No,
wait 2
my
seconds?
My babysitter's downstairs.
Okay, what do you got, Lewis?
This Saturday night, Toronto, 7 p.m.
Don't bang.
Comedy
Please
Bar.
don't bang that.
9 p.m.
you're not-
Comedy Underground Cafe, Puff Mama's 420 friendly show, 9 o'clock. So
That's everybody live right now. Make sure you go. If you're in Toronto, spread the word. Let everybody know that he's going to be there doing shows this Saturday night. So make sure you check him out. Louis Gomez. Jay Gomez.
Ooh, something smells like marijuana.
All right. So that was a great show, guys. Thanks for showing up, Louis. Sorry you were too early for once. Cocksucker.
I never talked about that though.
We'll talk about it next week. He said some mean shit while you were downstairs.
Mean human being.
We did a
What
pre-show.
did he say?
I have no idea. I'm not going to listen to my own show. Anyways, Mark, thanks for coming back on, bro. I appreciate
Thanks
it.
for having me.
Yeah.
I love it here.
Yeah, it was great, man. What do you got going on besides a lot of shit?
I hate to be like, when does this come out?
This is out now live.
Okay.
And the video and the actual audio version on iTunes will be out Monday. And we're doing a little preview too, so we might add whatever you have in there. We'll start adding plugs in the preview. So go ahead.
Yeah, follow me on Twitter at Mark Norm, and I'm at the Punchline San Francisco this weekend if you're watching live, and then next weekend I'll be at Providence.
Comedy Connection.
Comedy Connection.
2 of my favorite clubs.
Oh, yeah?
The Providence Comedy Connection I was there for New Year's. Those guys are great, and they run a fucking awesome. I mean, that club, man, do I love playing there.
Oh, great.
I love doing shows there. It's so good, dude. You're going to have a blast. You been there before?
No, no.
Dude, you're going to fucking, what a, unbelievable. Even though the owner's girlfriend hates me for some reason, that was weird. You ever have that situation?
Yeah.
Where you meet somebody and they, like, their girl doesn't like you, but like you didn't know, like you don't know what you did?
Yes.
I walked up at the end. I was like, hey, what's going on? I was like all ready for, hey, that was great. And she just looked at me like I punched a dog or something.
Right.
Maybe you slept with her like before. You remember her.
No, I don't even know her. Don't even know her. And I was like, hey, man, I just walked away. I was like, I don't know why. He was like, no, it's not her. It's not you. It's her, which means it's you. Like you did something.
Right.
But I don't know. But they're fucking great. Both those guys are awesome.
All right.
And the club is insane. The staff is great. And the Punchline San Fran is the shit. Molly's awesome. Dude.
Oh, she's the best.
Fucking love doing that club.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. And listen to our podcast, me and Joe List.
Yeah, well, there's thousands.
Say the name, you dum-dum.
Tuesdays with Stories, everybody.
I know you guys got you guys won an award too. Congratulations.
Yeah.
What, we didn't win an award.
We got on a list.
Look how happy Joe got. We got an award? No, you didn't.
No, we were ranked 3rd behind Corolla and Marin.
I slept with the editor.
I know.
Come on, what are you doing?
We all
figured something out about that. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, everybody knows.
I haven't told anybody.
All right, Joe, what do you got?
Well, listen to my podcast, Tuesdays with Stories. It's on iTunes. It's on SoundCloud. It's on Stitcher, all that bullshit. And, yeah, check it out. A lot of you guys already listened to it. We appreciate it. I think that's a big part of our fan base, so thank you, Robert. April 16th, 17th, and 18th, I'll be at the Comedy Nest up in Montreal, best city in America. The week before that, April 10th and 11th, I'll be at City Steam in Hartford. And then the weekend after that, after the Montreal, I told you it's out of order. But April 22nd, 23rd, 24th, I'll be at Side Splitters in Tampa, which is fun. So Tampa, Montreal, Hartford, all in April. Big month of April. I know it's a little ways out, but you got to make plans in advance. And follow me on Twitter at Joe List Comedy, and listen to my podcast. For God's sakes, please. I have so little.
It's a good one.
Yeah, you guys have a great podcast.
We'd love to have you on sometime.
Yeah,
I will definitely. I'm around for a little while, so I will come in. But I do my show on Tuesdays.
I know we should have. We did one earlier today. We came straight from there.
I will. I do my therapy at 12:45.
Right next to the club.
Yeah. Well, what time do you do your show?
We do it different time. It's always raging because Mark's got a real career.
Why don't we do an 11 in the morning?
I'd love to do that.
11.
All right, let's work that out. Do an 11, and then I'll just go to therapy from there.
We would love
it's only
that.
an hour, right?
Yeah, it's an hour.
Okay, cool.
Sure.
All right, cool. What do I got, Scopo?
This weekend, if you're listening live, you'll be at Bananas in Hasbrook Heights, Friday, Saturday night. Then January 31st at the Cabaret Theater in Mohegan Sun.
Boom.
February 21st, Uncle Vinny's. And that's one night you're only doing there.
Yeah.
And then March 16th and 17th, Arlington Draft House.
Okay, great.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think there's more gigs, but I don't know. I'm doing one in Tampa. There's a few things we're doing. But anyways, go to robertkellylive.com right now. It's my new website I just put up for you guys. Thanks to the genius magic web master, Kurt Iverson. Right in the front page, you can pre-order my special, Robert Kelly Live at the Village Underground. The unedited, longer version, no beeps, the way it was meant to be watched. Right there. Pre-order, minimum donation $5, which means you can give more if you want, and people have, which I appreciate. Spread the word about that. Tell your friends to buy it, and also make sure you can go to the Comedy Central app or website and watch it right now. They have it on demand on Comedy Central. The Robert Kelly at the Village, live from the Village Underground. Make sure you watch. Iliza Schlesinger's special on Netflix. Go check it out and let her know that you listened from here. And also check out my Twitter, my Instagram, all that shit. That's on the new website. Hey, there he is. Look at that kid. Hi, Bubba. Did he like the gift I gave him? He loves it. Yeah.
Not as much as that book I got him.
Let's see him. Put him on there. He likes my gift better, right? Hey, James, did you like the gift I got you?
I got him first, so.
What'd you get? Yeah, but mine's better. Mine had a pad with it.
There's no way you guys got him a gift before I got him a gift.
All right. Anyways, what else do I got? Do I have to promote anything else? Oh, make sure you check out the brand new podcast, the Laugh Button podcast, right here on the Riotcast Network. We just added them. It's going to be an amazing show. So make sure you check that out. What else?
My Twitter.
Oh, go ahead.
Get me on my Twitter. I always plateau at a certain number.
Yeah. Listen, go follow this fucking asshole. Please. Even if you're going to mute him after you follow him, just follow him.
Give me something. Give me 1,000 at least.
Yeah, but we got to get you over.
Kelly has 18 million followers.
But she was on here for a couple of years, and she has big boobs. Deepu, what do you got?
I got nothing. Just follow me on Twitter at R2Deepu. We got some comments in chat. Follow up from the Mark story.
All right, let's go. We'll end on these.
Yeah, Aiden Clancy says, after Sherrod beat him, Mark is only comfortable around 68-year-old grannies. Half
That was terrible. Right?
Go ahead.
Half Ogre says Norma gets blown in the shower by seated grannies. Eel says fuck her and crack open and ensure.
Oh.
I like that one. Fuck Yo TV says did her mouth feel like the inside of a shoe? Perhaps.
I wouldn't know.
And
You tried.
Yeah.
Fucking weirdo.
Making out with a 72-year-old.
She kept pulling away going, what are you doing, you nut? Don't kiss me.
Right.
My breath smells like cauliflower and fucking
Butterscotch.
jizz.
James just said hi, Joe. I couldn't hear him. Yeah, he's called you Mama.
Hi, Baba.
I don't know.
Say hi, Joe.
Hi, where's Dada? Where's Dada?
Say hi, Joe.
Dave Smith is
Who
here.
do you want to be your Dada? He is
You're
adorable.
scaring him.
God, I love that kid. Hi, buddy. He's so
Say
precious.
I love you. No.
I can't wait till him and Max play together. Yeah. No, I don't want him to fist fight, you asshole. I want him to be friends.
Well, Lewis is training him to fight. So.
I know, that's great. Hi, buddy. Okay, there you go. That's what you should do. What an adorable kid. All right, anyways, that's it for the show. You guys are amazing. We're trying to upgrade this stuff every week, the video. I hope you guys are liking it. If you like it, please subscribe to the YouTube page and like it and tell your friends about the YouTube page and the podcast. Go to riotcast.com for the fucking greatest podcasts on the planet Earth. And make sure that you support our sponsors. Support our sponsors, and mostly support these guys that come in here. Go to their live shows. Tell them you're from this podcast. You know what, dude? And that's why you're a fan. And go and laugh, because that's what we do. Stand-up is our main thing. We do this just to entertain you even more. And that's it. Thanks for listening. You know what, dude?